All right, for real this time. For real this time. Okay, streaming. There we go. For real this time. Not for play this time. We really streaming this time. I don't know what just happened last. I don't know what was going on with that last whatever I just had going on. All right, let's see. Make sure I got everything. My boy Smoke Jam done pulled up. He first, man. That's good, man. What's happening, folks? Big John 512 is good, man. What's happening, all y'all? What's happening, Big John? Smoke Jams. Where is the actual plug that's connected to something? I need to charge my phone before we get too deep into this. I'm looking stupid. Had the live stream for this one, man. This got big ramifications. Not only just for the draft, in general, for everybody, but specifically for the Redskins. What's good, LC? What's good, Dominic Montano? Or Montano? Is that how you pronounce it? You said the volume low? I'm low, Smokes? What's good, LC? Oh, yeah, the Mike McCarthy thing is crazy. Oh, what's up, Rio 600? York, Pennsylvania. That's what's happening. How far is that from Philly? Or are you closer to Pittsburgh? Pennsylvania huge, so I don't know. I hear it fine. Maybe it's me. Okay. Dominique, I love Haskins. The way he was starting to learn on the fly, like he's the type that doesn't make the same mistake twice. I love that. That pretty much just means he's always gonna get better. And once he actually started, starting, he made huge strides, especially with Kevin O'Connell finally calling plays. And Brody, what's good? What's good, bro? Who outside, man? Who we got to go and see about? Outside? I said, it's about 2 hours? I bet. Man, out here working. Thanks for your live. Make my day go by a lot better. Oh, man, I appreciate it. You watching from work? Yo, the Cowboys fired Garrett. Bro, yeah, they fired Jason Garrett, and then they hired Mike McCarthy. And I'm seeing that they're going to move fast on who they're gonna hire, like for like coordinator positions and all of that, defensive coordinator, offensive coordinator. They want to get the ball rolling after they fell behind us. I mean, we had a huge head start with Jay Gruden getting fired so early in the season, and Dan Snyder. It's actually been reported that Dan Snyder and Ron Rivera already knew that they were gonna, link up and match up. Ron Rivera is gonna be the head coach for the Redskins, like literally 2 weeks after Rivera got fired. So that's cool to finally see that the Redskins don't have leaks coming out, because they knew for like a month before he officially got hired. They announced that he got hired. I still rather have Ron for our situation. Mike McCarthy has a good record, but has a damn good team most of the team. Yeah, I'm not scared of Mike McCarthy. That's the one thing I like about the Cowboys getting him. I am not afraid of him. First of all, we have to see if he's going to be willing to actually utilize analytics, because at first he was very stubborn against it. But the year he took off, it's been reported that he's actually put forth effort to try to learn analytics and understand it and see why it's actually useful. But I'm still not afraid of Mike McCarthy, because I feel like Aaron Rodgers made Mike McCarthy more than Cam Newton made Ron Rivera. I definitely feel like we have the better coach, the more serious coach, the more, I wouldn't necessarily say more proven, because Mike McCarthy does have a Super Bowl, but I do feel like Aaron Rodgers made Mike McCarthy more than Cam Newton made Ron Rivera. Oh, my boy Big John on the phone. Okay. What's up, Ebony? Right? Y'all think Cowboys going to keep their coordinators? I don't know. They better hope so, because Chris Richard especially is a big name out there in the coaching cycle. They better keep him, or they probably got to promote him to do it. But it'd be smart on their part to do that, honestly. Let me see. What's up, Javon? What is Tua's decision? We don't know yet. He announces at 12. So as soon as one of those live streams pop up, I'm gonna stream it on here for y'all to see in here also. What's good, Rico Suave? That's so weird saying what's up to myself. But hell to the Redskins, man. Appreciate you pulling up. He said word up. Yeah, about Rodgers. What's up, Gregory Lightbody? Redskins own Mike McCarthy and the Rodgers. Oh, yeah, we were, except for the Kirk Cousins fold in the playoffs, but nobody, until this year, nobody could cure that problem. So the Redskins really didn't have much to deal with that. But other than that, we've been beating Green Bay. So that's pretty cool. That's actually a good thing. The Redskins' record versus Mike McCarthy is actually pretty nice of late. LOL, both of them got fired because their QBs got injured. Yeah, that is sad. I didn't even think about it like that. What's happening, Monster? Pit Bully out to the Redskins. Appreciate you pulling up. We beat Packers lately a lot more than we were supposed to. Yeah, I don't know why we kept beating them. Their team would be better than ours, and we still beat them. I don't know what was going on. What's good, Jonathan Lynch? So what's the word on the Redskins offensive coordinator? Right now, it's between Kevin O'Connell and Pat Shurmur. But we'll have to see, though. I mean, nothing's concrete, nothing's set in stone. We'll see. But from reports, those two are the leading candidates. And there's also other people out there. But do you think Brady going to retire? I think he might. Honestly, I don't think he'll retire. But the interesting is, though, okay, I would put it like this. I feel like Brady's more likely to play for another team than he is to retire. Because I definitely feel like he does want to play again. And he's also reported saying that he's not taking a hometown discount like he's been doing for the past bunch of years. Well, he's willing to take he's trying to get his money. So I'm pretty sure he's about to get his big money and retire soon after that. So I definitely feel like he's more likely to play on another team than he is to retire. We'll see, though. He's old. He's going to be relaxing, probably playing Xbox or PlayStation. Look at the fact that he has training camp in a week and be like, man, I don't feel like getting up. And then just, retire it in or something. That's how I'd go out. I'd be like, man, I could play this Halo, this Call of Duty, this 2K, or I can get up at 6 a.m. and go practice in this hot weather. And I'd be like, you know what? I think I made enough money. I'm good. My legacy's good enough. Isn't Mike McCarthy used to facing Rivera? I wonder what the record is between the two. That's a good point. I never thought about it like that. I know the Redskins themselves have a good record against Mike McCarthy as of late, but I don't know how it is between the Panthers and Mike McCarthy. Or more specifically, Ron Rivera versus Mike McCarthy. I don't know. Hell to the Redskins, we on top. What's up, Jones? Hope it's Kevin. I'm rooting for Kevin O'Connell also. But Pat Shurmur is a very underrated option because even though he's terrible at head coaching, Jack Del Rio didn't necessarily work out as a head coach either, and we're super hype about him as defensive coordinator. And Pat Shurmur got a lot out of Case Keenum, remarkably. He got something out of Kirk Cousins last year, just a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Let me go see. The press conference is what? I just got a notification. Let me know. Start at the top of the hour. No, I need a link. Somebody hook me up with the link, bruh. Somebody hook me up with the link, man. I think I might have found a link, but I want to make sure I have the official link for the stream of this man announcing where he's about to go, because that's big. That's big time for the whole draft and specifically the Redskins. LC, we was kind of close in the game this year, too. We were supposed to get crushed. That is very true. Make no mistake, Pat is a terrible head coach, but not offensive coordinator. I agree. What you think about hiring GM after the draft? I prefer it. I like this. Let Ron Rivera. Well, first of all, most importantly, the draft process starts in 2019, like the 2019 season. So everybody that's already been scouting together, getting their draft notes together, putting together their big board, Kyle Smith, Eric Schaefer, Doug Williams, everybody in the front office, they've already been doing their work. Bringing in a GM right now would kind of reset that and ruin the chemistry. Also, I feel like another good reason for waiting until after the draft is Ron Rivera gets to see who he likes and see who he wants to keep after the draft. Like if he, meshes well with certain people like Kyle Smith, if they have the same vision for what type of draft qualities they're looking for in players and stuff like that, then, that's like an audition. The draft is basically an audition for who Ron Rivera and Dan Snyder will want to keep. Third, most GMs get hired after the draft anyway. A lot get fired, a lot get hired. For some reason, post-draft is like GM heaven or something if you're looking for one. It's GM hell, though, if yours underperformed. But, that's the time when GMs get hired and fired, post-draft anyway. Even some during the draft. True, 20 and 15. Kirk beats Breeze. Tannehill beats Brady. What the heck? Oh, yeah, football's backwards right now. I'm not even hurting myself. I'm not even trying to mentally understand that, Azzy. And first of all, what's up, man? Yeah, I feel like he's going to retire once he wins the next Super Bowl. I hope he doesn't win another Super Bowl. Just go ahead and give up. What's good, Jay Martell? Rivera versus McCarthy. Yeah, that's what it's about to be. Twice a season, bruh. So it's in 20 minutes. Yes, sir, Zach91. What's up? Appreciate you pulling back up. I think we came out on top over the Cowgirls. Oh, yes. Yeah, definitely. Ron Rivera is definitely a better coach than Mike McCarthy. We'll see how, well Mike McCarthy does. But also, even if Mike McCarthy is on par with Ron Rivera coaching-wise, Jerry Jones is not about to allow him to have the power that Dan Snyder is allowing Ron Rivera to have. Ron Rivera is about to have more power than any other head coach in the Dan Snyder era. It's already been reported, confirmed. Dan Snyder is like, you take it over. I'm gonna give you at least 3 years to figure it out. And if you're winning, keep control. If you're not, then we'll talk about it. But Ron Rivera definitely has more power than Joe Gibbs or Mike Shanahan ever had for the Redskins. It's like it's a new era for real. You let Eric do the draft. Yeah, bruh. That boy Eric Schaefer and Kyle Smith and Doug Williams been doing their things as a three-headed monster for scouting and drafting. Jack Del Rio took the bum Jags and Raiders to the playoffs. Looking back, that's wild. Yeah. When you really look back at it, it's crazy. But most importantly, he took the Broncos' worst ranked defense and turned them into the second in a year. Same with the Broncos, or it's vice versa. I think the Broncos had the worst defense before he got there. He turned them to the second within a year. And then the Panthers was like in the 20s, and then he turned them to the second within a year also. So basically, we're about to have the second best defense in the league this year coming up. That's what it sounds like, especially when it's getting Chase Young. He'll stay to get more money and possibly try to win the Heisman. Yeah. First of all, what's up, last of the finest? I agree. I do feel like Tua probably will go back to Alabama. That's what I'm leaning towards. Now, I don't think it's an easy decision like it's obvious, but if I had to bet money, if I had to bet free money, I would bet that Tua's going back, which is the main topic of discussion for this stream. How does Tua's decision affect the Redskins? It affects draft stock and trades. Because if Tua does enter the draft and Joe Burrow goes first, like we're expecting, even though I feel like we still will take Chase Young more than likely, and I prefer to take Chase Young, but if Tua is available in the draft, the trade package that we can get will be like far better trading back than if Tua is not there. Say if Justin Herbert or the other quarterbacks that are in this draft, the value just won't be as high if Tua is not there for us to trade back. So basically, if Tua goes to the draft, our trade back package could be even better, which will make it more likely that we don't take Chase Young and trade back. So I'm kind of on the fence because just in case of Chase Young, it's nice to have the option of trading back for more for our better package, more first round picks and all of that if Tua is there. But at the same time, I want Chase Young. I don't care about any of the options. I don't care what anybody else is offering for a trade back package. I want Chase Young. So I prefer if Tua isn't there so that the Redskins aren't tempted to chase back. You feel me? That's how I feel about it. When you have time, bro, just let me know if you got my Cash App. Oh, I'm on my way, Big John. Whoa. Don't even play about that. Let me go ahead and get the red button. Don't say less about the Cash App. Say less. Oh, my boy Jonathan sent me a clean 6 for the Cash App. Man, much appreciated, man. Appreciate you letting me know. Definitely, I prefer for everybody to donate Cash App or PayPal, because when you do it in the YouTube stream, YouTube takes a cut of it. I don't get all of it. I'm not exactly sure what the percentage is, but it's enough. So I'm very grateful for every... I did not mean to do that. Let me put this down. I'm sorry. I'm grateful for every donation. I want all of them. I don't care how you do it, at the end of the day, but I prefer PayPal and Cash App. So if you do it that way, make sure you let me know in the chat so I can thank you. Shout you out. I hope the Skins let go of Kerrigan and draft Chase Young. I hope we trade Ryan Kerrigan, no matter what the value is, get something back for him. We can definitely get something back for him. He's not as useless as Jordan Reed and Josh Norman. I feel like we can get something back for him. We better get Chase or about 6 first-round picks. That's how I feel. I want Chase Young almost no matter what. Now, if somebody comes up and says, we'll just give you infinite amount of first-round picks and second-round picks and third-round picks, then I guess maybe, but I really want Chase Young so bad. I wish Garrett was still there, but at least, hey, they ain't bring Bill Parcells or something. That's how I feel, too. Tua wants to be holding the cards next year. That's going to be crazy, though. Tua, Trevor Lawrence, and Justin Fields? Come on now, that is crazy. But I understand, though, Tua wants to go back, have a healthy season so his draft stock is as high as possible. But he's going to be competing against Trevor Lawrence and Justin Fields. I hope he thinks about that. Mike Mack, good or bad hire? He's cool. What's up, Jay Martrell? He's cool. Like I'm saying, as a Redskins fan, I'm not afraid of him. I'm not afraid. First of all, Jerry Jones is not going to let him have as much power as Dan Snyder is letting Ron Rivera have. But also, Mike McCarthy doesn't scare me. I mean, he's cool. They didn't just go out and get a bum. But as a Redskins fan, I'm very glad we have Ron Rivera, and I'm not sad that the Cowboys have Mike McCarthy. 6th round pick. What's up, Rico and Brody Morning Show? What's up, Franklin? Bro, it's crazy because I'm washing clothes. I'm putting clothes away, cleaning my room, cleaning my car. I was about to get super started on the mock draft I keep promising y'all, but I keep being busy with stuff. And then I get a notification about Tua deciding today. I'm like, oh, nah, I got to live stream that. Had to. So I've been super busy. This is my first time sitting down today. I've been up since 6:30. This is my first time sitting down. Just did the dishes and everything. Not worried about McCarthy. We have done really well against them lately. Yep, exactly. What's up, Herb, first of all? Redskin for life. What's up, Willie Washington? What's up, B-Lord1205? I think Tua is going back because he feels like he has something to finish. I agree with that. The Bama boys went out sad this past year. This is the saddest the Alabama program has looked in a while. So I'm pretty sure he wants to go back and have a redemption year. He wants to show them he is a good investment. What's up with that mock draft? I got 7 picks already plus undrafted free. Bruh, smokes, bruh. I hope you just heard what I said, what I just explained. I know I'm behind, so I'm a little... But, bruh, I've been super busy, bruh. I've been up since 6:30, and I'm just now sitting down. I was just about to start on that mock draft again. I've already started it, but I have to finish it up. And I have to, actually record it and talk and all that. So far, I've just done a bunch of research, and I pretty much know who I want to draft and everything. But, bruh, I sat down, looked at my phone, saw the notification. Tua was about to decide at 12. Had to live stream. Had to. Couldn't not do this, man. I agree as a finished business at Alabama, and I think he wants another shot at the Heisman. That's a good point. Daddy Smokes Jams, what's your picks? What's up, Amara? Yes, sir. That's why I do cash up. More to come, bro. Man, appreciate that, Big John 512. Everybody be just like Big John, man. Everybody be just like Big John. This isn't the draft to pass up on Chase and get more draft picks, in my opinion, anyway. I agree. This wasn't the year to not have a second-round pick. It's some dope talent this year going late first and second. That's a really good point, too. I love Montez Sweat, but this was like the draft. This was the draft to have a second-round pick and get, like, first-round talent. This is the draft to do it. Tua stays, then turns the reins to his little brother. That would be interesting. And what's up, Jason? I love Ryan Kerrigan. He's my favorite player, but the best thing to do is trade. If only he had more season to become our all-time sack leader. He had one more. Oh, yeah, I wish he could have broken that. I really do, too, man. But I think it's time to move on for Ryan Kerrigan, at least trade-wise. It's time to just trade him. What's up, Dominique? What's up, Rico? I'm the one that just linked the photo with the chart on Twitter. Oh, man, appreciate that. So your name is, let me go back. You are Mr. and Mrs. Sherrod? That's you? Night claps. Are you going to show the press conference? Yes, sir. I'm going to pull that up as soon as them links come out. I got you, Night clap. What's your picks, Daddy Smoking? What's up? If we trade Kerrigan, he'll probably get double-digit sacks for the next team. I wouldn't be surprised. What's up, Paul Bright? Greg Minuski made everybody look worse. It wasn't our wall, though. Our linebacker play wasn't phenomenal. Yeah, true. Are you going to show the press? Yeah, I got you. Yo, what you think about the Cowboys and Mike McCarthy? What's up, baby Glock? Just spoke about it, but as a Redskins fan, I'm not afraid. Like I said, I love Ron Rivera, and then in comparison to Mike McCarthy, I'm not afraid. They didn't go out and hire a bum, but they also didn't hire somebody. I'm like, oh man, we got to really worry about Dallas this year. Plus, Jerry Jones is not going to let Mike McCarthy run the show like Dan Snyder's going to let Ron Rivera run the show. So Mike McCarthy's not going to have that much of an influence anyway. Even though I think Jason Garrett isn't that great, I agree that Jason Garrett isn't a great coach. I feel like it's not necessarily his fault that they were underperforming as much as they did. I'm pretty sure he didn't help the situation. But at the same time, Jerry Jones only hires puppets, and everybody else has more influence than I think Jason Garrett does. I think Jason Garrett was literally limited to timeouts and just clapping whenever something bad happens. I think that was literally his job description at a certain point. He wasn't calling offensive plays. He definitely wasn't calling defensive plays. It's just so much of the responsibility is outsourced to other positions and Jerry Jones. Jerry Jones is the GM. So Jason Garrett didn't have much influence on that either. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm not worried about Mike McCarthy. Even if he is a great coach, like some people may think, even though I don't, Jerry Jones won't let him actually, show it. Yo, Street, if Tua goes to the draft, would you draft him? What's up, Unit? And no, sir, I want Chase Young and nobody else. You think we can get the Patriots GM? Bruh, he's my favorite. Nick Caserio is my dream scenario GM. I just highly doubt we're going to make it happen. First of all, I don't think he's leaving the Patriots because other teams have been trying to get him for the past couple of years. Like, I've been trying to entice him and everything. Like, come over, we'll pay you this much money. He still hasn't accepted it. So, unless he really likes what we have going on, and Dan Snyder has the biggest pockets in the NFL. Him and Jerry Jones are the richest owners, period. So, we could pay him more than anybody else could. But I think he's staying with the Patriots. We'll see, though. Yo, boss, is it going to be on ESPN? What's up, Vin.com? I'm not exactly sure yet. Still working on it. I'm paying attention to y'all streams, but I need to go ahead and get this going. What's up, Vic? Tighten up. Bro, I'm about to get it right. I'm a Dolphins fan, bro. I'm hoping we get him. In my opinion, he's better than Burrow. I can see why. He's more accurate. He's more accurate and more mobile. I think Burrow is better than Tua in the other ways. But I definitely see like how if you build an offense around Tua, you could have more success with them in the NFL. You just really have to worry about him being so injury prone. That's a big problem. I mean, he just recently, the reason he's missing this past season is because he had a hip injury. And most people don't come back from that. That's almost as bad, if not worse, than an ACL injury. Hip injuries are serious, especially for throwing motion. A lot of what you do is in your hip, for real. So we'll see, though. But I understand Tua is more accurate and more mobile than Joe Burrow. I think Joe Burrow is a better quarterback overall, especially his pocket presence. Pocket presence is like seasoned veteran in the NFL level, but, we'll see. Thank you for Tannehill. Thanks, man. Tua gone back, and Bama will win the championship again. Y'all already know that it will have nothing but positive effect. Hold on, Herb. You're not about to just forget my Georgia Bulldogs. Matter of fact, since we're talking about college players, I had to bring my Georgia Bulldog shirt. I didn't bring all my merchandise. The rest of it's in the back, but you know what I'm saying. Just to show off for a little bit. I know we underperformed this season, but at the end of the day, our best recruiting classes started coming in 2-3 years ago, and now they're about to be juniors and seniors. So now we're about to see the best Georgia football we've ever seen. A lot of those people who were seniors and stuff this year were like 3 stars and stuff. We got 4 stars, 5 stars growing up. So Georgia's about to be really good. So I'm not counting them out. They're my boys anyway. To be successful, sometimes you have to have a little bit of a gambler to it stays. I feel that. Fins up, back to school with Tua. We hate the Pats too. Tua or Trevor. I vote Trevor. Trevor is ridiculous. He's literally like a taller Peyton Manning. It's about to be crazy. More mobile too. Like, he's about to be broken. He is about to be so broken in Madden when he comes out. Do whatever you want to follow your heart. I feel that. I like that, Tim Lawson. I like that. I agree. Do whatever makes you the most comfortable. Because for you, either way is a great decision. Go get your money now or go back to college, have more fun, have another chance with the team you love, and possibly increase your draft stock, prove that you can stay healthy for a year. Either way is a good decision. I feel like going back is the best decision. But then again, at the same time, if he goes back, he's going to be coming out in the same draft as Trevor Lawrence and Justin Fields versus he's just coming out with Joe Burrows. And then there's Justin Herbert, who's clearly below him. So we'll see, though. Tua more polished. We're going to see what kind of coach he is with Dak instead of Rodgers. Yeah, that is true. Mike McCarthy with Dak Prescott is going to be a little interesting. What's up, Big Simple? Appreciate you pulling up. Everybody check out my boy Big Simple 422's YouTube. That man be going crazy. Held to the Redskins at work, listening street. Appreciate that. What's up, Sale Morgan? Be careful about Detroit moving into one slot and taking Chase. They would have to give up so much just for an edge rusher. That would be insane if they did it. But again, if they do, the trade package we can get for somebody trading up to get Joe Burrow, come on now. That's going to be I don't think y'all understand how ridiculous that trade package would be. Joe Burrow available at 2 with the Redskins there. We can trade back. Oh my lord, come on now. At least 3 first. At least. Come on, at least. At least. People really love Joe Burrow. A lot of draft people, like trustworthy people, think Joe Burrow is better than, like, coming out this year is going to be a better NFL quarterback than Trevor Lawrence, Justin Fields, and Tua. Like, some people really love Burrow. I feel like we can get a really good trade package for him. We'll see though. All right, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm not. Oh, appreciate that, Jay-Z. Appreciate you pulling up. I'm gonna get back to talking to y'all. I'm gonna see what y'all talking about in the comments. But let me go ahead and get this stream right. Let me go ahead and get that stream ready. Dang, I'm starving. I just realized I'm starving. Been up since 6:30. I'm about to get some applesauce. Applesauce is like the most clutch thing to eat real quick. They want me to disable my ad block. Oh man, I'm doing this for y'all, stream. I'm disabling my ad block for y'all. Cause boy, Lord of mercy, no, I would not be disabling this ad block if I was just chilling. But I'm gonna disable it for y'all. I'm gonna live stream this. We're gonna get this going. We're gonna get this right. They're already there. Hold on, let me set it up. We're about to stop looking at Tua's little picture right here. We're gonna get it going. I got y'all. Make sure I got this right. Properties. Okay, we're good on that. How I'm gonna show it? Let's see. Leave me alone. Let me do my thing, computer. Let me do my thing. Stop being slow. Get rid of some tabs. Maybe that'll help. All right, come on. All right, let's see. Let's get rid of Tua real quick. All right, so computer just gave up real quick. You know what I'm saying? Something like, computer just decided to just have a hiccup. It's cool though. You know what I'm saying? Do your thing. All right, here we go. This is as big as I can make it. I want to make it bigger for y'all. They gonna let me cook. There we go. They gonna let me cook a little bit. It's not much bigger, but you know what I'm saying. We can see what's going on. Stream lagging. All right, let's see. Any volume? I guess I'll let that rock. I mean, they're not volume. Let me see if there's not volume, or they just like, if it's my computer tripping, or if they just don't have volume yet, because I can't tell the difference yet. No, they got volume. They got a little something over there. Let me see. Change it to this, so that it was on my computer end. Even though the volume they have is stupid, it's just people walking around. I don't think I necessarily. I mean, I'll play it, but you know. Oh, my boy BG for the $3, man. Appreciate that, man. Appreciate that a lot, bro. I appreciate all these donations, man. $3, man. Ruin. Oh, my boy Chicken Frick for the $1. All right, man. Appreciate that. I like the fact that you actually have a chicken as your profile logo. That's hilarious. That's so random. He said, pause, rewind, BG. Bro, I wasn't even going to address it, bro. I'm just going to take my $3 and be happy, bro. Y'all can go ahead and discuss all that. Y'all, I was a little confused, but I appreciate it. I appreciate the gesture. When you get a chance, listen to the Chad Dukes podcast for 4 days ago when he had Ron Rivera on the show. He dropped some gems about Coach Gibbs and Chase Young. Oh, man, appreciate that, Pit Bully. Let me go look that up right now. Let me make sure I write that down right now, because I love listening to that. I listened to the whole Adam Schefter and Ron Rivera interview. That thing ran for like 30 minutes. Thank you, bro. Let me go type that up right now. Let me keep Cash App open in case y'all, donate in the Cash App. Chad Dukes. Chad Dukes. What was I about to say? Oh yeah, Chad Dukes. Bro, my memory is terrible, y'all. I apologize. This is why I be forgetting like people's names and stuff. I'm terrible. Like, if you ask me to point out like 90% of the people I went high school with, I would struggle. My memory's terrible. I have a fast brain, so I'm a good problem solver. Math is my thing, but memory and stuff like history is terrible. Absolutely terrible. Chad Dukes, Ron Rivera. Let me type in 4 days ago so I remember. I'll know to go and look at that one. I'm going to listen to that as soon as I'm done streaming and I start working on the mock draft and get back to cleaning my room and doing everything I have to do. I am definitely going to listen to that. Ron Rivera speaks to Chad Dukes, 1067 The Fan. I hate 1067 The Fan, but if Ron Rivera's on it talking, talking that talk, then I'm gonna have to pull up. You know what I'm saying? I'm supporting Ron Rivera, not 1067 The Fan. Said Rico, that's one of your abandoned children from Europe. Man, I told you, bro, I wasn't even wilding in Europe, bro. I was cooling it. I was really like for real cooling it in Europe. I wasn't going stupid like that, man. New York, on the other hand, is different, but Europe, man, I was chilling in Europe, bro. I wasn't even messing with people like that. I was doing my own thing. I was getting my studies on. I was traveling. I wasn't, you know what I'm saying, kept to myself for the most part. Lost a lot of weight too, boy. All that walking and less eating. I was broke up out there, bro. It was sad. Let me go and get my applesauce now for something pop off. Dang, bro. Y'all don't understand how low I am on cheddar ruffles. Bro, this thing look like toothpaste when you try to get the last little bit out, bro. I've been rolling this up. I'm sad. Let me get my cheddar ruffles and my applesauce. Y'all know the signature. Y'all know the moves. Y'all know the vibes. You already know my body. Love my applesauce and my cheddar ruffles. Y'all sleep if y'all don't eat this every night before you go to sleep like I do. Might not be healthy for me, but I'm a happy kid. I'm a happy kid. I don't have any spoons. I'm gonna have to go downstairs for a spoon.
I want everybody to know
so I'm just gonna eat applesauce with a fork.
We are to be up here with Tua today, and certainly thank you all
I forgot, Brody. You were
coming,
behind me.
showing interest.
All right, let's see, bro. Wait, Nick Saban's talking? Wait, I'm sorry. I'm behind. I didn't know.
Tua has probably had as much of an impact on our program.
Turn myself down. Dang, man, as soon as I turn my volume down. Oh, I'm sorry, I was loud there. As soon as I turn my volume down, so y'all can hear him, the live stream paused. What's going on? Do I have to refresh it? Is it me, or is it like, did they pause it? Let me refresh it just in case, because I don't want to get caught slipping. You said refresh? Okay. Do my sound.
Championship here with his performance. He's won an SEC championship and then to 12 seasons. And I don't think his contribution is not appreciated because it's been, I don't think he's ever been in my office one time, the whole time he's been here for anything but something that's positive in terms of helping him or, helping the rest of our program.
Hold on, I'm about to put this up on Facebook, because whatever that was not it. Whatever that website was doing was not doing it right. That website was folding. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm getting right back on it. I apologize. I'm right on it. Whatever that was not it, though. It was not it. Plus, this is bigger anyway, so we're better.
Helping him or, helping the rest of our program. I know this has been a very difficult decision for him and his family. Medical announced on social media what they're going to do. There'll probably be a couple other announcements forthcoming, but I think it's press conference here.
This decision about my future, but first and foremost, I want to thank my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ for this opportunity. My teammates has made this especially hard for me. I have had the advice and counsel of my parents, my family, and coaches in going through a thorough analysis of the alternatives.
press conference here.
This decision about my future. But first and foremost, I want to thank my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ for this opportunity. My teammates has made this especially hard for me. I have had the advice and counsel of my parents, my family, and coaches in going through a thorough analysis of the alternatives. And without further ado, my 3 years at the University of Alabama and loved ones. Relationship Jeff his crew for helping me many talks we've had and for the tremendous.
So he declared he gone. He gone. He gone. But he gone. So Tua's gone. Yes, sir. I mean, man. I mean, I'm happy for him, but for the Redskins, this might not be the best. This might not be the best. Might not be best for us. Because now that there's two options at quarterback, and people are going to want Tua after Joe Burrow's gone. The Redskins, boy, it's going to be more enticing for them to take that trade package. We can get a better trade down package with Tua available in the draft. But at the same time, I don't want the Redskins to even think about trading back because I really want Chase Young. But for the people that want to trade back more than they want Chase Young, this is a celebration for you. Oh, let me just go ahead. I think we're done here. We're done here. We're done here. This was nice. This was nice. I don't even know what's going on. It's not my internet. I get 300 and something megabytes. I don't know why my computer tripping, but we're just going to go ahead and go back to the picture. You got it. You got it. You good. You good. I'm not doing this no more. We want Chase or 6 first-round picks or riot. I think this is good because the Bengals picked Chase Young, which they won't. If they do, they could see so much. Yeah, see, but I feel like we can. I don't feel like whether he declared or not, if the Bengals for some reason take Chase Young, Joe Burrow being available was enough for us to get all kinds of first-round picks in return, honestly. So I feel like he said kind of pity you got, but this Mac is struggling, bruh. Struggling. Could you get a little more crap on this screen? I'm confused. I don't know what that means. It's been said that Chase Young will be coming to the Redskins. I mean, I've seen so many places that it's just like mark it down. First 2 picks already said it's Joe Burrow, then Chase Young. Nothing else is happening. Anybody else tell you anything else, it's just clickbait, or they're just trying to start controversy. They're just trying to, have something to talk about. But it's pretty much set in stone. The first 2 picks are Burrow and then Chase Young. But with Tua being there, if for some reason the Redskins don't want to take Chase Young, the trade back package will be insane. Like something bigger than what we had to give up to get RG3. So we'll see. Look who doing our draft the last 2 years. If we get a bunch of picks out of faith, we get the right guys. We can use them for a great wide receiver, tight end, and more. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, I definitely prefer Chase Young, but the trade back is not a bad backup plan at all. The talent that we would amass over those, several first round, maybe some seconds, maybe some thirds, those picks would be crazy. So the Panthers, Chargers, Dolphins, they're going to all be offering some stuff. And right now the Dolphins have the best package that would matter this draft because they have the 5th, I believe the 18th, and I believe the 25th pick. I know they definitely have 3 first-round picks, and I believe those are the picks. So their draft picks for this year are the best in compensation if we were to trade back. But the Chargers and Panthers, you never know. They could put together something like, next year's first, another first, the year after that or whatever. Put together some thirds and seconds. A lot of tight ends in free agency this year. Yep, yes sir. Eric Ebron, Hunter Henry, Austin Hoopers, who's my favorite. You never know. David Njoku or O.J. Howard may be tradable. Might could trade to get them. What's up, Daily Grind? Keep showing support and we notice it. And keep positive chat. You will earn your way, brethren. Alex Shaw. Oh yeah, I don't even know what Alex Shaw said. Did I miss it? Y'all know I'd be cool. I'd be cooling it on here. I'd be cooling it. I don't get too confrontational on YouTube. I can't. It's a business. I'm not gonna join nobody over YouTube. We might be able to get Simmons and Judy or something. Bruh, it'll be crazy. We can get Isaiah Simmons. Depending on where we go back to, like if we go back to 5th, we can get the top tackle in the draft, whether you think it's Andrew Thomas or Tristan Wirfs or a buddy from Alabama. Then we could possibly get Isaiah Simmons also a little later. And then we could possibly get tight end Bryson Hopkins, who's the best tight end in this draft, and could make Dwayne Haskins look so great. But again, at the same time, I still prefer Chase Young. But like I said, trading back, I won't be upset. But I just prefer Chase Young. I'm leaning towards Chase Young. I'm like 60-40 Chase Young, honestly. We need a second-round pick for a running back. I can see that. Hooper staying in ATL. I definitely wouldn't be surprised. But I would definitely see some rumblings that Hooper basically addressed it like, I want to stay with the Falcons, but basically y'all cap space y'all don't have enough cap space to support the contract that I want. So I feel like Hooper might actually be leaving. But I'm here in Atlanta right now, so I should just go ahead and go talk to Buddy. Let me just go talk to him real quick, pull up to his house. Where he live at? If he's in Southwest Atlanta, I can pull up real quick. That's easy. Right after the Senior Bowl and the Combine, the whole draft is going to change. Player stock will rise and fall. That's how we're going to get good talent so late. And you've seen with the way we drafted lately, even just last draft by itself, isolate that alone. Terry McLaurin in the 3rd, Cole Holcomb in the 5th. He led all rookies in tackles this season, regardless of position. Kelvin Harmon, I believe, in the 6th. And Jimmy Moreland, bro, I'm telling you, he's going to shine in the Jack Del Rio defense. Jack Del Rio loves man-cover corners. He likes to let corners put hands on people. Press man type of corners. Jimmy Moreland loves that type of stuff. Sticky receiver, great hips, all of that. Jimmy Moreland's going to flourish in that. So Jimmy Moreland with a 7th-round pick. I mean, Kyle Smith, Doug Williams, Eric Schaefer have been doing their thing with these drafts. So I'm confident in us, even if we don't trade back. If we take Chase Young, which I prefer, we're still going to get some great talent in the later rounds. Only if Lions wanted a quarterback, then we could play picks off their teams and just trade back one spot and still pick Chase Young. That would be really fun, Tommy. That would be crazy. If we knew for sure that the Lions wanted something else other than Chase Young, which I doubt because they're going with Matthew Stafford, first of all. You know what I'm saying? That Georgia boy Matthew Stafford, you feel me? I'm pretty sure they're sticking with him. Like, I'm 99% sure they're sticking with him. So I don't know what they would want instead of Chase Young, but you never know, man. If we, for some reason, knew 100% that they wanted somebody else other than Chase Young, and we just traded back one spot and got anything, even if it was just a 5th-round pick, I'll take it. What's up, Johnny68740? Appreciate you pulling back up. You already know how we do, Johnny. What's up, Halim? The Redskins just might not have a good front office as we thought due to the Panthers front office is seemingly coming to Washington. Nah, I mean, Ron Rivera, that's what every head coach does. If they don't find remarkable, unique talent at a particular head coaching vacancy, particular assistant coaching vacancy, then he's just going to bring the people he trusts. And I'm definitely down for that. Because, these people that we're talking about that the Redskins are, losing, like Ike Hilliard, Bill Callahan, they've all been here and we've still performed poorly. So, even though they might not have been necessarily like the big part of the problem, they were here. And so at the end of the day, if they were as remarkable as a lot of us try to, if we try to put them on this pedestal, like they're just these just ridiculous geniuses, if they were really that good, then the Redskins probably wouldn't have sucked as bad as we had. Because even with Ike Hilliard, even though he did what he did with Steven Sims and Terry McLaurin, and I really wanted to bring him back, that was just 1 year. That was technically a flash. Over the years with Josh Doxson and Paul Richardson and what he's done with other people, it just, he hasn't been able to make them great. We restructured Ryan Kerrigan's contract. Wait, we will or we already did? I'm confused. Redskins might. So I feel like we're definitely about to have a great coaching staff. I like it. A winning franchise needs 3 main pieces. I like it. I like that. I feel that. Left tackle, QB, and edge. We're going to have that. When Trent comes back, which is definitely trending towards, Dwayne Haskins is going to be that dude, and Chase Young. I like that. We restructured Ryan. Like, all right, let me look up what you mean by we restructured Ryan Kerrigan's contract. Because that's some breaking news to where I need to end this stream and start up another one and change everything. Let me see. Ryan Kerrigan. Let me see. Am I missing something? Because I'm really trying to see, bro. Ryan Kerrigan's contract got changed. We restructured it. I don't say anything about it yet. Is that a rumor or something? Because that'll make me have to start up a new stream. I'll shut this one down, change the thumbnail and the title, and we're gonna start talking about Ryan Kerrigan and draft. Bryson Hopkins is like a 4th round pick right now. We can get him right now as it is. No, I think Bryson Hopkins is the best tight end in the draft. I think he might go first. We'll see though. Thoughts on Reuben Foster? Oh, I'm so excited. First of all, what's up, Reed? I'm so excited about Reuben Foster, bro. Oh, my Lord. People forget that we have him. Even Skins fans do a lot of the time. Just imagine the defense we had last year, but instead of Greg Minuski, it's Jack Del Rio and Ron Rivera as a head coach. And then add Reuben Foster, Chase Young, and whoever else we draft. And free agency, because we might go and bring in Trey Boston, who played for the Panthers last year. Definitely a better option at free safety than Monte Nicholson. Has ties to Ron Rivera, clearly. We could also bring in the cornerback, I think it's Bradbury. I keep forgetting his name. I know his face, and I know how good he is, but it's something about his name. I just keep getting it mixed up with other people. Bring him in, corner from the Panthers, to compete. Quentin Dunbar is already corner number 1. We already know that. Lockdown, shutdown. Then we can bring in Bradbury to compete with Fabian Moreau, Jimmy Moreland on the outside. Bring in Kendall Fuller to be the slot. You know what I'm saying? I love that. Hopefully we can hold it down because Trent coming. We got our QB though, y'all. A lot crazy. The man played half a season on this. Yes, sir, bro. Dwayne Haskins is that dude, bro. Let him know, LC. No, we need to be drafted. Chase Young will be picked unless some crazy pick offer comes along. That's how I feel too. That's why I'm not too worried about it. I prefer Chase Young, and I feel like the Redskins will do the thing I want. I'm not going to necessarily declare it's the right thing. I don't want to be, have a big ego about it, but I definitely feel like Chase Young is the best option, and it's looking like that will more than likely happen. But Eric Schaefer is out. Yeah, he'll be out after the draft, so, he's going to still help. He's contributing to contracts, free agency, everything draft until May. And then that's when we'll end up hiring a new GM. Detroit want Chase Young, so I suppose it's up to the Skins how badly we want Chase. Exactly, Sturgeon. Exactly. And first of all, what's up, Mr. Walton? Preach LC, what you think Ron gonna do with J-No? He's about to let him go. J-No gone, man. Think he would be a good safety, but he is earning way too much money. I like Monte, but the penalties and off-field action is killing me. Yeah, Monte Nicholson does make me nervous. I feel like Greg Minuski didn't get all of the potential out of him, and I feel like Monte Nicholson will go on to have his best season he's ever had if Jack Del Rio chooses to keep him. But at the same time, I prefer to bring in Trey Boston from the Panthers because he's a better option, just period. Far better tackler anyway. And then as far as J-No, yeah, he's gone. He costs too much. He costs way too much. And Ron Rivera likes zone, but Jack Del Rio, who's technically the defensive coordinator, loves press man, and J-No is not that at all. Single high safety means heavy man coverage. We have to get the cornerbacks that can cover with help. Exactly. Meaning outside. Exactly, Smoke Jams. Exactly. J-No is gone. Hopefully we cut J-No. Moreland good in man. Exactly, bro. I'm telling you, Jimmy Moreland, after a year in his belt, a lot of people say corners take at least a year to get good, so we haven't seen the real Jimmy Moreland yet. I expect a lot of stuff out of him. Speed, yes, sir. The front office is gone because of the leaks. Yeah, I'm pretty. Dan Snyder's getting folks up out of there, bro. Up out of there. You feel me? People talk about J-No having a resurgence as a Zern corner. Nah. Yeah, definitely not. Definitely not. We done with that chapter, bro. Dang, I'm far behind them, so I'm going to go ahead and catch up. Stats are and everything. I'm late, but I'm here. What's up, W Fig? Will Fig? He had, no stats against Clemson. He didn't do anything against Michigan. Wait, who we talking about? I got to scroll up. Who we talking about? You talking about Chase Young? Are we talking about Chase Young? Check out Willie Gay Jr. out of Mississippi State. He probably won't even get drafted, but he balling. Okay. I remember that. Green is a Hall of Fame corner at 5'8". Tua put up the most numbers against inferior teams. Most didn't. Who didn't lay a hand on him. When he gets hit, he gets hurt. Lastly, at NFL level wide receivers, I can see that Mr. AI training. I think that's what that is. That's definitely a good point. I do think Tua is really good though, but yeah, he definitely had a really good offensive line, and then when the offensive line let him down, he got touched, he got hurt, and he had 3 great wide receivers. Technically 4, because even Buddy, that was 4th on the depth chart, is going to be a star next year once the 3 above him go to the draft. I think Bryce is going to be a problem. Bryce Love? Yeah, Bryce is going to be that dude. Bryce Love is definitely going to be that dude, y'all. You see, y'all heard of Kyle Duggar? Slim go crazy. I do not know who that is. Held to the Redskins next season already. What's up, Jay Smallwood? Tua can't seem to stay healthy. It's such a concern for me. Yeah. Tua's injuries are definitely a huge concern. I mean, just the hip thing alone, even without any of the other injuries, and he wasn't injury prone, which he is, the hip thing alone, isolated, is really bad. Eugene Moreland isn't that small. He's more like a Darryl Green. LSU man, go Tigers. Well, now I gotta show you the shirt. Now I gotta bring up the shirt. Y'all gonna make me go back there and get the rest of my stuff. Yeah, that's what y'all about to do. What's gonna happen to Reed? I feel like we're gonna try to trade Reed for whatever we can get, even if it's a 5th round pick, or we're just gonna end up releasing him because he's making too much money to not be available. Availability is the best ability, and yeah, he's not available. And it's sad too because they were saying this offseason, the past one, summer 2019, was the best he's looked probably his whole career, athleticism wise, health wise. He was killing people in training camp. Nobody could cover him. And, I mean, it was a fluke concussion, kind of. You know, it was disrespectful by Buddy from the Falcons. I still hate him. I'm here in Atlanta. I was about to go see about him. But, bro, these concussions add up. And the more concussions you get, the more likely you are to get other ones. And at this point, he needs to think about his family, bro. He needs to think about his brain and his family. What's up, Donnie Ott? What's up? Hell to the Redskins. What's good? Make sure I'm not missing nothing. Yeah, he's gone. Redskins will sweep the Cowboys and the Giants next season. We'll split up the Eagles matchup. I can see that scenario, even though I do feel like the Cowboys are far more talented than the Eagles. I don't know why the Cowboys keep messing up, honestly, because I don't really feel like it's all Jason Garrett's fault. I feel like it's more Jerry Jones' fault than anything. That man beat the F up them. Yeah, Jordan Reed is, bruh, it's dark for him. What would the Redskins be rated next year with Ron at the helm? Oh, we're about to be great. Not necessarily going to say we're just immediately Super Bowl contenders, but we're definitely about to have our best looking football we've had probably under Dan Snyder, period. With Tua leaving, you think top 3 wide receiver will stay? Hey, man, I appreciate that, Jermaine. Go Dogs. Let these folks know, bro. We ain't playing out here. We deep out here. With Tua leaving, you think top 3 wide receivers will stay? No, I think they're gone. I think everybody's leaving. I think Henry Ruggs, Jerry Jeudy, and other buddy, they're done. They're gone. Go ahead and get that draft stock while you can, man. Go ahead and get that money. I just don't see the reason in going back and being a broke college student again. I know you love playing the game. College is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. But Jerry Jeudy and Henry Ruggs' draft stock probably can't get much higher than it already is. What do you think about Mike McCarthy in Dallas? Like I spoke on earlier, I do not care. I'm not saddened by it. I would have preferred if they went and got a bum. They definitely didn't get a bum. But Mike McCarthy puts no fear in my heart as a head coach. And Jerry Jones does not let his head coaches, ever since they were great, and he fired, what's his face? Dang, I can't remember his name. Ever since he fired him because his ego was big, Jerry Jones does not let his head coaches actually head coach. Like, they don't have too much power. Jerry Jones, the GM, the owner, everything. And even for Jason Garrett's case, Chris Richard and the gang were handling defense. And then they had an offensive coordinator calling plays. Jason Garrett was literally just there to call timeouts and clap it up whenever they did something wrong. So I don't feel like Mike McCarthy, even if he is a good coach, I feel like Aaron Rodgers made him more than he made Aaron Rodgers. But even if he is a good head coach, Jerry Jones is not going to let him have much power anyway. Let me see. I missed some stuff. Rise up. Is that for the Falcons Atlanta UGA? Is that what that is? T-Web? Keanu Neal pulled that BS. Oh yeah. Keanu Neal. That was his name. Y'all still got to see about you, Keanu Neal. If you watching this, I'ma see about you. Don't let me catch you at Camp Creek, Lennox, Greenbrier, West End, we on your head. Because that was some real foul stuff you did. That was blatant disregard for Jordan Reed's health. And look at the season we had because of it. But then again, at the same time, I might have to bring you a present because you one of the main reasons we were able to get Chase Young. But I definitely don't condone hurting anybody. So I'm still going to see about you. Nobody want Reed. He too high risk. One wrong hit could be his life. His career is over. Yeah, bro. Jordan Reed. I hope Jordan Reed himself decides I'm done. Just stop playing football. Think about your family and your future. Sean D. Dead Skins trash. That was cute. Ass Skins. Oh, that was cute also. Those were cute, Sean. Those were cute. We like those. We need to trade back. No thanks, Sean S. No thanks. I mean, it's a good backup plan. I would be happy to have that also, especially for a bunch of first, seconds, and thirds. But Chase Young, you got to take him, in my opinion. McCarthy to Dallas was a late Christmas present. Yeah, I'm not afraid of Mike McCarthy at all. I'm not afraid at all. It's whatever. What is this foolishness? Oh, Smokes, you talking about the Sean D guy? Oh, well, I don't even care. Is Buddy switching? Bro, I don't know. I was confused about the Sean S and Sean D. I was confused about that too, Smokes. Oh, yeah, Jimmy Johnson. Thank you, T-Web. Thank you. So, one win against in our division, lose against other division. How do you see 3-3? I know for sure we can one of those teams 2 times. Oh, yeah, I feel like it's time for us to take over the NFC East. This is the prime time, and I'm coming out with a video about that. That's going to be a little bit later because I got to get this mock draft. I got to get the 2020 schedule out. So those are priorities. But I'm going to have a video about why the NFC East division is so interesting next year, why it's wide open, and just a whole bunch of stuff. I'm talking about history because, you know, the NFC East has the most Super Bowls out of any division, like, period. Like, it's like a big gap by at least like 3 or 4 Super Bowls, I think. And we're the only division in football, I think, with 4 Super Bowl winners. So it's just a whole bunch of stuff I'm gonna talk about. I'm gonna get that to y'all though. That's later though. That's later. That'll be like later in January, maybe even February. Chase at LSU, best wide receiver next year. Okay, I like that. I feel that. Yeah, Buddy do go crazy. But you're not about to just skip over my boy George Pickens like that, all right? My UGA boy. Did you hear anything about Zach Evans' situation? See, I was literally about to go listen to that podcast soon, and then I saw Tua was declaring, and I had to start the live stream. But there was some more news coming out this morning regarding Zachary Evans in Georgia. I haven't gotten to listen to it yet, but what I heard from yesterday and last night is that best case scenario is he'll end up signing with Georgia in February. Worst case scenario, like early February, and because disciplinary reasons, and Georgia is a little hesitant. Or worst case scenario, Georgia, Kirby Smith just gives up on Zachary Evans, period, and is just like, we're done. Like your talent doesn't supersede the off the field issues you have, and we just end up letting them go. So it's between the two. But right now he's not signing really anytime soon, I don't think. Appreciate the question though, Jermaine. I like the UJ question. You think we need another middle linebacker to play next to Foster, or is Shondell Hamilton good enough? I feel like we probably should go get a true cover linebacker. Right now I think Reuben Foster will be the will because he's our best coverage linebacker other than Josh Harvey Clemens. But we got to see how Josh Harvey Clemens improves against the run if he does. Plus he got hurt last season, so we'll see if he's even like available like that. So I feel like Reuben Foster will be Will, Cole Holcomb with Shondell Hamilton and Mike, and Ryan Anderson and Sam. But if we really want to get a true linebacker that can cover, I feel like we should draft one for the Will linebacker spot. If we don't, if we're not ready to depend on Josh Harvey Clemens starting at Will, and then Reuben Foster will take over the Mike. And then we'll see who ends up at Sam between Cole Holcomb and Ryan Anderson and stuff. But I feel like, truthfully, Reuben Foster will, even though he's not as great at coverage as we probably hope a Will linebacker to be, but he's absolutely ridiculously great at everything else. Then Cole Holcomb or Shondell Hamilton at the Mike, because Cole Holcomb is the best run defender and gap plugger, but Shondell Hamilton has the highest IQ and is the quickest to react. He's literally Sean Lee without the injuries and more athletic. And then Ryan Anderson and Sam. Let's see what else. I know I'm falling behind. Tighten up, fans. Since the Oilers, RIP Steve McNair. Bro, my boy Jam, he from Memphis. One of my close friends. He just told me about that tighten up thing, literally just like a couple of days ago. So that's really cool that you just came in here and said that, because I haven't seen that. I mean, I never heard of that until literally like 2 days ago. If our current offensive coordinator stays, watch Haskins start season on fire. The kid didn't know the offense till game 3 of him playing. Then you saw his talent. Exactly, Ron Johnson. Exactly. BG, I appreciate the $3. I don't. I'm scared of the message. I am very afraid of the message, but I'm very thankful for the $3. I'm very thankful. Front seven gonna look like who's starting where. So depending on, because it's a clean slate as far as Daron Payne, Jonathan Allen, and Matt Ioannidis. Jack Del Rio's gonna come in and start the 2 he feels like deserves to start the most. I feel like it might end up being Daron Payne and Matt Ioannidis. Jonathan Allen. I mean, it's going to be a heavy rotation. Everybody's pretty much going to have the same amount of snaps. But I feel like snap 1 of every game might be Daron Payne and Matt Ioannidis, especially if they want to do the 2-gap scheme. We'll see, though, because Jack Del Rio likes to do 2-gapping for the defensive linemen, the defensive tackles. We'll see, though. And then, of course, Montez Sweat, he's going to be on the strong side of the defense, which, I mean, well, he's going to be, okay. So if you're looking from the from the offensive point of view, looking forward, Montez Sweat is going to be to the right because he's going to have to. His most important thing is going to be holding down the edge and then rushing the passer on 3rd and longs, of course. But he's going to be on the strong side of the offense. Montez Sweat is going to be on the weak side of the offense because Montez Sweat's size is very underrated. Like, he's really big. He's almost Montez Sweat big, but he's not just as big. Plus, he's going to be our best pass rusher immediately. So he'll be on the weak side of the offense, and he'll come after the quarterback on his blind side. He'll have responsibility for holding the edge, but his most important thing is getting penetration up to the backfield. So he'll be on the weak side him, then Daron Payne or Matt Ioannidis in the middle, I feel like, and then Montez Sweat on the strong side on the offense or whatever. Depth is always good, yes sir. We definitely need depth. As you can see with our injuries, our starting lineup projections are not enough. We need to start assessing how good this team is based on the depth we have. And first of all, what's up, caller? Like you see it. What a great morning to wake and bake and listen to this score. Appreciate that, baby Glock, man. Appreciate that. BG said message retracted. I just saw that. What's up, Gerald P? How many seasons they give Dwayne Haskins to prove himself as a Lockers franchise quarterback in the long road? I feel like this year is a true audition for him. Like, I feel like Ron Rivera is not obligated to stick with Dwayne Haskins. And if Dwayne Haskins looks iffy this year, we might be drafting for a quarterback next year. NFC East beast at titles for real. Bro, bro, that video gonna go crazy. BG, you forgot to say no, homie. Bro, can't wait until training camp. So excited. Bro, I am too, Jorge. Bro, I'm really excited. Jefferson to all 5 wide receivers will be back next year. We get Hooper, then I'll take Reed back in place to Sprinkle for a low cost AP-like contract with incentives if healthy. I feel that, but I don't even not even for Redskins wise. I just want Jordan Reed to stop playing football. It's just over with, bro. I want him to think about his family and his future and all of that. I want him to be able to speak to his children when he's 50. Like, I don't want him to go brain dead, so I think he's done. Zach Evans has fought his own coaches and has been suspended before, I think. Yeah, Zach Evans he might be a little iffy off the field, but his talent is great, so I still want to bring him in, and then if he doesn't work out and he ends up transferring, cool. But I definitely at least want to bring him in. Plus that would give us at least the second best recruiting class of this cycle. We had like the 5th or 6th, and then we got Kelly Ringo, and we got Darnell Washington. I'm still upset at Arik Gilbert for playing us like that. I was sure he was going to Georgia, but it's cool. We went from the 5th to 6th, got them 2, went up to the 3rd, and now if we get Zach Evans, we should at least be the 2nd because Clemson recruiting is ridiculous. Nobody can touch that. They got it. This their year. They got it. Brian Brzee, everybody. Jordan Burch ended up going to South Carolina, didn't he? They ended up not getting him, but they have everybody else. That pro-style quarterback from Hawaii. It's just ridiculous. Foster and Holcomb. As long as we stay healthy, we should be able to win the division. Past 10 years, the healthiest team more than likely gets into the playoffs. I agree, Redskins 2-1, 2-3. And I appreciate you pulling up. Rico, if you don't get Bryson Hopkins, look out for Mitchell Wilcox, USF, as a late round flyer. If we don't get... okay. Let me write that down, bro. Mitchell Wilcox, hold on. Boy, Smoke Jams put me on, bro. He put me on. Mitchell. Let me write this down. I know I'm so far behind on comments, but I like to answer everything thoroughly, so I wrote it down. Mitchell Wilcox. Now, really, there's a bunch of linebackers that can cover in this draft. This year is loaded at certain positions. So, yeah, we can get one of those later. Don't forget Tim Settle in the rotation. Yeah, Tim Settle will definitely be involved. And he'll definitely be part of the rotation, but I don't think he's going to be, like, dead even like Jonathan Allen, Ioannidis, and Daron Payne will be. Like, no matter who's starting between those three, I think all three will literally, like, sometimes Daron Payne will have the most snaps in the game. Then maybe Matt Ioannidis might have the most snaps in another game than Jonathan Allen. I don't think Tim Settle will ever have more snaps than the others, but he will get some. Especially if we're like goal line, Tim Settle and Daron Payne, Montez Sweat, and then Chase Young, and then Ryan Anderson at the Sam coming down a little bit to help. Landon Collins in the box. Come on now. Goal line defense, stand up. Street, you're right. Mike McCarthy's success was a beneficiary. What's up, Shake and Bake? My boy Shake and Bake been pulling up, bruh. Beneficiary of AR, but in the same breath, Ron Rivera's success with the benefit of Cam Newton's arm and legs. You've seen what the Panthers look like without Cam's presence. I agree, but like I said earlier, like at the very beginning of the stream, I feel like Mike McCarthy benefited more from Aaron Rodgers than Ron Rivera benefited from Cam Newton. But they both definitely benefited. But I definitely feel like Ron Rivera is a better coach, and I don't even think it's close. I think they will keep the Bama boys together on the D-line, even though I think Matt should start. Yeah, see, I wouldn't be surprised if they keep it that way, but at the same time, with a new defensive coordinator, entirely new regime, they might look at Matt Ioannidis and be like, bro, you really need more snaps. So we'll see. I mean, what does this tweet say? What did that was confusing. Let me just bring this up. Something about Joe Gibbs and Ron Rivera. Okay, I think I just heard that on the John Kine podcast, so I think I already know what that means, but let me just get that information anyway. All right, let me see. Who's the best defensive free agents this year? I feel like more importantly to us, more specifically to us, I feel like Trey Boston is one guy we have to get. I love Monte Nicholson, and I feel like Jack Del Rio will have Monte Nicholson having the best season he's ever had. First of all, it won't be Greg Minuski with the complicated defense he was doing. Also, Jack Del Rio likes to have his free safeties play single high, period. Like, he's back there. He's not in the box, which exposes Monte Nicholson because his tackling is bad and his tackle angles are bad. He'll just be strictly doing what he does best, and that's being a rangy free safety. But I'll prefer to go get Trey Boston from the Panthers and let him be our free safety starting. Maybe Monte Nicholson off the bench isn't bad at all. So I would love to bring in Trey Boston. He's my favorite defensive free agent available. And then the cornerback Bradbury also from the Panthers. I would like to bring him in to compete with Fabian Moreau and Jimmy Moreland. And then Quentin Dunbar, you already know, he's our number one lockdown corner. And then I hope we bring in Kendall Fuller to be the slot. And then it would be nice to bring in some linebacker talent. See how that goes. Especially some linebackers that can cover. We'll see, though. Yeah, Trey Boston and Bradbury from the Panthers. I agree, Track Life. I agree. Reed needs to retire for his health. I completely agree. Not going to lie. I don't want to get rid of Dwayne, but if we do, we need a quarterback that can rush and pass and great at improvising. See, I feel like Dwayne is that. He's just not that fast, but he's his mobility is definitely underrated. But I love his improvisation skills. Is that how you say it? Improvisation skills? Is that how you say it? I feel like I'm adding a syllable. But, bro, we've seen him on the run throw off his back foot some really great throws. So I'm very excited about Dwayne Haskins' future. I don't think either of them are that nice. You talking about Trey Boston and Bradbury, Reed? From a strong source, Zach Evans will enroll in February, but be put on a conduct probation, meaning he can't get in any trouble, must earn his trust. Zach Evans is the real deal, but he need to wake up. I agree. See, that's best case scenario. That's also what I've heard, too. Other than the conduct probation, that's new, so thank you for that. But I heard yesterday, best case scenario, we'll sign him in February. Clowney is a free agent, Fowler too. Those are good points, but they're going to be asking for too much money, and we're going to have Montez Sweat and Chase Young for cheap. We can use that cap space on re-signing our offensive line and bring in. I really want Anthony Costanzo to replace Morgan Moses. I would love that. Seattle going to re-sign Clowney. I'm pretty sure they are. After they traded for him, I'm pretty sure they already are confident that they're going to be able to re-sign him. Anthony Thomas, what's good? I watched Brian Brzee when he was in the 8th grade playing on my brother's Pop Warner team. Thought he was a grown man then. But Brian Brzee is going to be a problem, bruh. I love Georgia, and I think Alabama's going to be great. LSU's definitely going to be great in the future. They're only getting better. Joe Burrow, really, like, him having that great of a season, I feel like is strongly the reason why Reed Gilbert went there. And they're about to keep getting recruits. They've already been one of the DBUs in the league. They've already been defense and running backs. And they're about to only get better. Ohio State always just ridiculous with talent. But, bruh, Brian Brzee is about to be a problem, bruh. I hope y'all understand that Clemson's defense is probably about to be even better than it was when they won the championship that year with their defensive line. I'm telling y'all, bro, it's about to be crazy. We are talking about the draft, but I believe Rivera could take our team as is and take them to the playoffs. Our coaches have been bad for years. I agree, Ron Johnson. I feel like we'll definitely be in the playoffs within 2 years. If not this year, coming up the next year. That could be Young and Sweat. Fowler would be fine. Chase Claypool is another. Michael Thomas. Okay, let me look up Chase Claypool. Thank you. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking all these up. Y'all ain't about to leave me behind. Y'all not about to say these names and think I'm going to forget them. Nope. Hold on. What was the first name? I remember Claypool. Chase. There we go. Chase Claypool. I'm writing that down. Y'all think I'm doing my homework. Y'all not about to leave me out. Really wasn't impressed by his tape. I'm surprised you say that. Okay, I'm about to check him out. 4-3 next season. So who's DN? Who's outside linebacker? Like I spoke on before, I'm just gonna sprint through it real quick because also I have a video coming out within like a couple of weeks where I'm gonna talk about the advantages and disadvantages of switching to the 4-3 and where everybody on our team currently, who we may draft and who we might bring in free agency, will fit in Jack Del Rio's and Ron Rivera's 4-3 defense. But basically, the defensive ends will be Chase Young, Montez Sweat, and I don't know exactly how we're going to do depth-wise, but we'll figure it out. We might draft somebody. Jordan Brailford is big enough. As much as I love Casanova McKenzie, he is strictly a 3-4 outside linebacker, so I doubt he'll make the team as a 4-3 defensive end. We'll see, though, and I'm not sure how big Nate Orchard is either. He's a great story, but I feel like he'll still make the team at least for special teams because we haven't had a block punt since like 2008, and he did that, and he made it look easy. And he was making plays when we asked him to when Ryan Kerrigan and Sweat were injured. So, you never know about that. And then defensive tackles are going to be Daron Payne, Matt Ioannidis, Jonathan Allen, Tim Settle in a rotation. Linebackers, I hope it's Reuben Foster, Will linebacker. Sean Dion Hamilton for his IQ, or Cole Holcomb for his great run defense and gap plugging at Mike, and then Ryan Anderson and Sam starting. Watch the Ron Rivera locker room speech to his team, and you'll see why he is a better coach than Gruden or any available coach. I agree. That series they had where you can like go and watch like his like profile, like how he was coaching and stuff and yelling at everybody. I love it. I've seen that video at least 10 times. He's like, y'all are better than that and stuff like that. He cussing at him in the locker room. I love it. Cam Newton, IR, Tyler Higgins, IR, Kyle, and IR, Will Grier. All 4 QBs have been hurt at some point. O-line coach Moscow, good luck with that. I mean, I feel like our offensive line potentially can be way better than anything the Panthers have had. And I don't think he's that bad of an offensive line coach. Trey Boston, Kendall Fuller, and Austin Hooper. Bruh, ditto. Exactly. Verbatim. That's exactly what I want heard. I want Corey Littleton. I've heard about Corey Littleton, too. I need to watch more stuff on him and see how he did. But I keep hearing a lot about Corey Littleton. I just don't have an exact opinion on him yet because I haven't watched a lot of his tape. But we'll see, though. But I've been hearing he's a solid free agent option. Costanzo talking about retiring. Really? No, that would hurt my heart. I really want Costanzo long-term to replace Morgan Moses. We'll see, though. I really like Antonio Gandy. All right, I'm writing that down. Antonio Gandy. Okay. Antonio Golden. Writing all this down. Appreciate that. Feel me? Writing all of this down. We definitely need to replace Morgan Moses, though. I agree. You think the Pats keep Tom Brady? He about to hit free agency. So like I said like way early in the stream, I feel like Tom Brady is more likely to play for another team than to retire. That man said he is not taking a hometown discount like he's been taking the past several years. And I feel like he does want to play again. At least one more year to secure a big bag. Because I'm pretty sure there's going to be some team out there that's willing to pay him all kinds of money. So we'll see, though. Ron Rivera made chess move hiring Jack Del Rio, then started playing checkers with the Ryan I feel like everybody hires people they're familiar with and have chemistry with. And I feel like he looked at what the Redskins have done the past few years and was like, y'all not cutting it out. Y'all not doing it big. And since there's nobody out there that I feel like is just great to bring in, I'm just going to bring in people I'm familiar with. Like, I feel like Jack Del Rio was just too good for him to pass up. He looked around. He was like, out of all the defensive coordinator options, Jack Del Rio is the best one. We're going to bring him in. Then he looked at trainer and all of that type of stuff, and he was like, there's nobody really out there that's just that great. Wide receiver coach, I'm just going to bring somebody that has a great track record that I happen to work with. Because buddy that he brought in for wide receivers coach, you saw DJ Moore, another buddy on the Panthers, develop. He's the one that got Devontae Adams to look good. He was on the Colts. He had Eric Ebron. He developed Eric Ebron. He has a great track record. So I feel like, I know it's easy to look at Ron Rivera bringing in Panthers assistant coaches and being like, oh, he's just bringing in people from the Panthers. But that's a good thing. He trusts them. He has chemistry with them. He knows what they're good at and bad at. They already know the program. They already know the culture that he wants to instill, so they don't have to adapt to that. Because, like, Ron Rivera is about to have it to where people showing up 30 minutes late is unacceptable. That's not happening. People on their phone during meetings, that's not happening. And having other people that already know how you want things done and have already been through it with you and are used to holding people accountable and enforcing strict rules, that makes things way easier on everybody. But then also, they're also very talented assistant coaches and have proven themselves at their respective past jobs. The future is now held to the Redskins. What's up, Winston Weeks? Appreciate that. What's good, Retro? That boy pulled back up. If Dwayne can lose weight, he can rush a little more. That's a good point. Dwayne, runs a few laps this summer. You know what I'm saying? He might get a little bit more mobile. What's up, Sneaks? Appreciate you pulling back up. What up, Skins Nation? Yes, sir. Coach organization is driving their players into retirement. Bro, I don't know what's going on over there. Hey, is Kerrigan still going to be with us next season? All right, so the ideal scenario for me is to restructure Ryan Kerrigan's contract and have him getting paid way less money and have him as a depth piece. And that would be like a ridiculous, rotation between Sweat, Chase Young, and Ryan Kerrigan. That is ridiculous. That is extremely ideal. We'll always have somebody that's Pro Bowl level out there. So that's great. But then that's best case scenario for me. If that's not possible and he's not willing to take a restructure, I hope we trade him. And I feel like that's like the most likely scenario. And then I think we might just end up releasing them for that cap space and probably bringing in somebody else. The money that Ryan Kerrigan's getting paid, we can probably bring in Dante Fowler for. You know what I'm saying? Dwayne is too slow to run, bro. He was running a 4.7. That's different, but he ran like 4 in the 7th grade. To put that into perspective, losing weight will not make him effective. He needs to stay sturdy. See, that's what I was thinking too, LC. I kind of like that. I do like the fact that he could be basically a Big Ben mold with much better personality. I would like for him to just basically be Big Ben. But him losing a little weight, you know what I'm saying, losing fat and gaining muscle, that will make him more mobile and able to probably take more hits. That would be a happy medium. You know what I'm saying? But I am worried about Dwayne Haskins having design runs. That's why I keep saying more mobile and not having design runs. Like what he did with AP was cool with the option that we were running, where he where that one time he faked like he was gonna do it, didn't do it. They started coming to him, gave it to Adrian Peterson. I like that. Or the one he actually kept and ran it for 20. We can do that occasionally, but definitely don't just make that a part of the game plan every game, all game. Thoughts on Brady coming QB groom Haskins? No thanks. I don't even want that man here, bro. He's gonna be asking for too much money. We're gonna be paying Alex Smith $20 million and paying Tom Brady $30 million, and then Dwayne Haskins is starting. That's just ugly. I don't think Brady, unless Belichick is coming with him. That's funny. He run a 5.2 slow. He should sometime literally every other century. It's offensive linemen that run 5 faster than 5.2. Yeah, putting on muscle different, exactly. Yeah, it's called Ryan. Bring AB here, pair with Brady, spread the field. Ugh, that is so random. AB and Tom Brady on the Redskins. I'm good on that. That's funny. Sounds funny, but I'm good. What you think about the Cowgirls' new coach, though? Like I said earlier, it strikes no fear in my heart. I'm glad they hired him. I would have preferred if they hired some bum, but at the same time, Mike McCarthy puts no fear in my heart. I feel like Aaron Rodgers made him more than he made Aaron Rodgers. I feel like Aaron Rodgers made Mike McCarthy way more than Cam Newton made Ron Rivera. I feel like Ron Rivera is definitely a better head coach. I feel like the pairing of Ron Rivera, Jack Del Rio, and possibly Kevin O'Connell or Pat Shurmur is going to be way better than anything the Cowboys can put together. And then even if Mike McCarthy is a good coach, even though I don't really think he's that good, but Jerry Jones is not going to give him the power to do what he needs to do to be a successful coach. All he wants is puppets. Ever since Jimmy Smith, he's all he wants is puppets. He doesn't want somebody actually having power. And on the other hand, Ron Rivera is about to have the most power under the Dan Snyder era ever that the head coach has ever had, more than Joe Gibbs and Mike Shanahan. Like, it's literally the Ron Rivera show. And it's been proven that head coach centered teams are usually the successful ones. Andy Reid, Bill Belichick. I can go on for days about it. So I love the fact that we're doing that. And Jerry Jones is not about to allow Mike McCarthy to do that. And even if he did, I don't think Mike McCarthy's that great anyway. So, again, they didn't hire a bum. I would have preferred if they went out and hired just some guy out of nowhere that didn't matter. But at the same time, Mike McCarthy does not scare me. I agree with you on that street one. Ron Rivera will bring accountability, discipline. Sometimes he be too much a tightrope. He benched Cam for not wearing a tie. Come on, man, that's being a control. Yeah, that was hilarious. That was back when I was mad. I was like, why you do that to my boy Cam? Because y'all already know Cam Newton, my favorite player. You know what I'm saying? With all the Georgia stuff, you already know I'm from Atlanta, Southwest Atlanta, same high school as Cam Newton and Adam Pac-Man Jones. That should pretty much tell you the area I'm from. And Cam Newton has been my favorite player. So when he got benched for that, I was like, what is Ron Rivera doing? But now, hey, I like it. It's a little, it's a little ticky-tack. Little tic-tac, little petty. But I like it, bruh. It's still that culture, Ron Rivera. Keep it up. Haskins looked crazy on that 20-yard run. Oh, bruh, he looked wobbly. Haskins be looking like he's just too big to be doing certain stuff. Do y'all think Antonio Brown's still a top-tier wide receiver? Of course. But is he worth all that off-the-field stuff? I don't think so. Thoughts on we get Kareem Hunt? That would be interesting. If Kareem Hunt's willing to get, take a cheap contract, I would love to bring in Kareem Hunt. We don't need to bring in anybody else to replace Kerrigan. We need to see with Brailford, McKenzie, Orchard, or I think Odom is the last guy's name. Yeah, Chris Odom. But the problem with that, though, Brailford, he got drafted in the 7th round for a reason. I think he has potential, but we'll see. Plus, he's injury prone. Casanova McKenzie is a 3-4 outside linebacker. I don't think he's big enough to play 4-3 defensive end. Nate Orchard was undrafted for a reason. I like his potential also, but I don't think he's big enough to be 4-3 DN. And then Chris Odom, even after all the injuries, he played that one game. We never played him again, so there must be a reason. So I feel like we should bring in somebody. If we trade away Ryan Kerrigan, I would love to draft or bring in somebody into the rotation. He did smoke jams. Fuller youth movement bringing Josh Rosen the backup Haskins. That's really random and interesting. What's up, Mark Kempton? Cheap rookie contract and upside way better than McCoy and Keenum. I actually really like that. Let me write that down. Now, I don't want him to come here and think he can compete. As long as he knows that he is the backup, and he is that for sure, then I'm willing to do that. I'm willing to try that. How do you feel about the middle linebacker we have? Thoughts on Reuben Foster? What's up, Tyran Sanchez? Like I spoke about before, feel like I prefer Reuben Foster at the wheel. He's our best coverage linebacker, other than Josh Harvey Clemens, of course. But we probably don't trust Josh Harvey Clemens to be a complete 3-down linebacker. Because all he's good at is covering. He might be our best coverage linebacker overall, but everything else as far as run defense and IQ and staying healthy, I prefer Reuben Foster at the wheel because that would allow. Because Reuben Foster could be Mike because he's also built to do that too. But I also want Cole Holcomb and Shondell Helmsley on the field, and I feel like both of them are more Mike linebackers. Cole Holcomb is the more athletic, sideline to sideline gap plugger, Great run defense. He led the league in tackles by all rookies this season. But Shondion Hamilton is the on-field coach. He's the highest IQ out of our entire linebacker group. He's basically Sean Lee, but faster. So his potential is crazy. And he's healthier than Sean Lee. Sean Lee can barely put together 3 games in a season. So either one of them at Mike, and then Ryan Anderson is built to be Sam. Because he'll be allowed to rush the passer occasionally. He'll be closer to the defensive line than the Will and Mike linebacker will be. He's big enough to cover tight ends. He's actually improved in coverage. He showed the last few games. So I like that. I would rather just make sure Dwayne make great quick open reads and then pull the ball down and run. He's still learning. Dwayne takes good angles when he does run, so that helps. Yeah, he's willing to also, slide sometimes. He's taking some hits that worry me, but he's willing to slide more than RG3 was. But yeah, I do prefer Dwayne Haskins being a pure pocket passer, and then we occasionally surprise a team with the option or whatever. Just like, Kirk Cousins even had some rushing touchdowns because, people just didn't expect it. We can utilize Dwayne Haskins running like that. But I feel like Dwayne Haskins is a far better, thrower off the run off his back foot than Kirk Cousins. So I feel like we should definitely run a lot of bootlegs with Dwayne Haskins if we need to off of play action. He got it done. I just never want to see that play again. Yeah, I think it should be very sparingly. I don't think that's good to work because Jerry being Jerry will not last long with McCarthy. Exactly. He's not going to even let Mike McCarthy have that much power. My worry is Dan is going to randomly hop back on the train. I hope not, bro. I hope not. If it worked, tie equals accountability. Yeah, let's see that. I liked it. I was mad at the time. That's what I was saying because Cam Newton's my boy, and I didn't like Ron Rivera yet. I was like, why did you do that? But now, Ron Rivera's on my team, I want him to be just as strict. Bring on another QB, young QB, to have some competition for Haskins. I guess competition would be good, but for me, Dwayne Haskins is it. I prefer to bring in somebody that knows he's a backup, and I want him to keep pressure on Dwayne Haskins, but I don't want any QB controversy at all. I don't need any of that. I don't want any of that distraction. I want the offensive coordinator to know that Dwayne Haskins is the guy and to build the offense around Dwayne Haskins' skill set. The Giants going to hire Matt Rule. Book it. I ain't been wrong yet. Okay. That would be cool. That would be interesting. Out of all the college coaches, especially between him and Lincoln Riley, I feel like Lincoln Riley's the better coach. So Matt Rule would be a nice hire for the Giants. I'm not saying it's bad, but he puts way less fear in my heart than a Lincoln Riley. If I had $1 for every time someone asks a question that someone asked twice already, bro, LC is cool, bro. I be chilling. I'm fine with it. Kareem Hunt and Antonio Brown are not culture guys. They are drama. I feel like Kareem Hunt isn't anywhere near as bad as Antonio Brown, but I feel you, though. I definitely feel you, especially about Antonio Brown. Have y'all seen Antonio Brown's music video, and have you heard the song? The music video hasn't come out yet, but we've got a snippet of the song, and we've seen some recordings of him performing the music video, filming it. Terrible. That man is crazy. There's something wrong with him. I blame Vontaze Burfict for that hit in the playoffs. Trent Williams. I feel like Trent Williams will come back, slow cap. If that's what you're asking, I feel like Trent Williams is trending towards coming back. They just got to get the money right. That's it. I want to see Montez Sweat and Chase Young tear it up this year together. Bruh, yes, sir. What's up, Lord? Bruh, it's about to be crazy, bruh. It's about to be ridiculous. Actually, Kareem Hunt might be exactly what we need. A solid running back that can catch with home run ability. And he won't be asking for much money. Because even after he was healthy, the Browns still just used Nick Chubb. Hold on. Since I'm speaking of Nick Chubb. You know what I'm saying? Great season. You know what I'm saying? Y'all not going to doubt a Georgia boy again, especially a running back or offensive lineman. That stops today. So yeah, even when Kareem Hunt came back healthy, the Browns barely used him, so he's probably not even asking for a lot of money. I hope we can go get him. Your Hunt situation was stupid. What's up, Delonte? He ain't do no Ray Rice nothing. I think Hunt probably learned his lesson. Yeah, I don't think Kareem Hunt's even close to Antonio Brown. Wherever I probably wouldn't have kicked Shawty, but she deserved it. Thoughts on Peyton Manning, offensive coordinator. I doubt he becomes offensive coordinator that early, but I would love to bring Peyton Manning in as some form of offensive role. I would love for him to be a quarterback coach or anything front office, talent evaluator, anything like that. Even passing game coordinator, something. I would love to bring Peyton Manning in for that. But I don't even, because so far report says he's being hesitant getting a job yet. He said he's interested, but he's not ready to go 100% into a position yet. So I feel like he's not even ready to be an offensive coordinator yet. But I would love to have him. Is Nickerson going to do time? Who's Nickerson? I'm lost. Who's Nickerson? He misread that. We about to find out real soon if the problem was Dan Snyder. That's very true. I don't think so because first, second down is Sweat and Young. We only need McKenzie and Ryan Anderson to help on third with pass rush to bring somebody. No, but drafting somebody maybe. I feel that maybe McKenzie. Maybe McKenzie, Ryan Anderson, and Nate Orchard can, have an impact on third and longs and stuff or whatever. Maybe. But why? There's no reason to take Chase Young off the field at any point. He's a great edge setter, and he's going to be the best pass rusher, not only in our team, but at least the division, maybe in the league. And I feel like Montez Sweat, you saw him making strides. So, we'll see. We'll touch back on this in training camp. Yeah, Hunt didn't even hurt that woman. Yeah, that kick wasn't even, he was just aggravated. She was just being extra, bruh. I mean, I don't, condone kicking people, but it was more of a knockdown than an actual Bruce Lee kick. It was more so make contact with her, with your foot, and then push, not as just straight hit somebody with a foot type thing. We about to find out real soon what the problem is. Oh, yeah, y'all need a big red zone possession receiver to go with what y'all already got. And that's exactly why if we weren't taking Chase Young, and we were taking receiver, I would take CD Lamb over Jerry Jeudy. I completely agree. I feel like we may be able to fill that role with a great receiving tight end, Austin Hooper, Eric Ebron, if we trade for David Njoku or O.J. Howard, you know what I'm saying? But draft-wise, or whatever, however we figure it out, I feel like wide receiver, if we go wide receiver to fill that void, Cam Sims or somebody big, I prefer that over another speedy route runner. We already have that with Terry McLaurin, who can do it all. Steven Sims, who's going to, hold down the slot, and Kelvin Harmon. Even though Kelvin Harmon isn't as fast, anywhere near as fast as Steven Sims and Terry McLaurin. They're both 4.3 guys. Man, I wish there was somebody that would do what you doing for the Dolphins. Much respect. Man, I appreciate that, Adam Hernandez. I'm going to have to see. If I knew a Dolphins friend, if I had a Dolphins friend, I would tell him to do it. But out of my friend circle that I'm talking to every day between the group chats on the phone or on Xbox, I have Colts, 49ers, Rams, Steelers, Bears, a lot of Falcons. I'm from Atlanta. I live in Atlanta. Giants. I lived in New York for like 5 years. I'm trying to see. I feel like I'm missing some people. Oh, and of course Cowboys. A couple of Cowboys. So I wish I knew a Dolphins fans to suggest it to them to start a YouTube channel because a lot of my friends have YouTube channels. My boy Ayo Veezy does gaming, and he does now he's doing reactions for songs and comedy skits and stuff. His channel's going crazy. Make sure y'all check him out. My boy Jamal for Prez, he does 2K. I don't know how many subscribers he has, but he's going super stupid. So like a lot of my friends do YouTube and stuff, and I wish I had a Dolphins fan friend to tell them to do that. It was a little BS. It was a BS little kick, exactly. Knowing the Redskins' luck, Chase Young gets hurt his first practice. Don't wish that bad juju on us. Nah. Hold on. Where's the thing? No, wrong button. I'm sorry. Hold on. Where is it? Is it this one? No, this one. No. Don't put bad juju on us, Retro. I'm about to, hold on. Let me walk around this chair real quick. I'll be back, Brody. Nah, because we can't have that. Nah. We can't have that. Nah, we can't have that. Nah, I'll be back. No, I'm doing a nice lap around the chair. Knock on wood. No, sir. I'm not even a very superstitious person, but when it comes to football, I am very, very superstitious. Y'all, you can't be scaring me like that, Retro. Chill, Retro. NFC East gonna look different next year, bro. I'm telling you, this video I'm gonna put out on the outlook of the NFC East and why it will be the most interesting division next year is going to be so fun. Did you see the video? It was a faint little kick. Ain't like he put... Yeah, bro, he didn't even really kick her like that. Plus, she was just being annoying. She wouldn't leave when he kept asking her to leave and stuff. That's just one of them... That's super one of them you just can't hit women type thing, plain and simple. Because any other part of it, I don't think was really wrong, but it was just the fact that he was a man and she was a woman. Because she was definitely bugging. She was definitely wilding out. I'm definitely not saying he was right, LC. I super agree. But it's super forgivable. I super agree. Could he be worse on picks later if he progresses? He has a Pat Mahomes kind of game. Wait, who you talking about her for the Pat Mahomes? Just got the alert. Devontae Smith is going back to school. Oh dang, Devontae Smith going back too? Appreciate that W Fig, Will Fig. Could be works. He didn't try to act like he was Dustin Hopkins, is what he's saying. It was more of a you nudge with his foot. Yeah, he should have blasted her head if he was gonna commit to losing his whole career and reputation. But yeah, he should have went out with a bang if he was gonna do it. LMAO is all stupid. Monte Nicholson gonna do time. My bad for the spelling. Oh, no, you good. I don't think so. I don't know. I forgot what happened with that whole Monte Nicholson. Somebody was dead and he was there. He has so much off the field drama. I'm so ready to just go ahead and bring in Trey Boston, please. To a 2 or 3rd round, do you think? We always think quarterbacks are gonna go later in the draft until draft day, and then people end up going 1, 2, 3, 4. I feel like Tua's still gonna go in the first. We'll see though. That was petty. The police didn't even charge him. He only got cut because he lied about it. I would take him in a heartbeat. I agree. He shouldn't have lied about it. That was dumb. He thought they weren't gonna find out. It might be my love for the Redskins, but I think and feel we're about to be 4 or 5 solid players, 2 or 3 defense, 2 or 3 offense away from being contenders. Tyrant. First of all, what's up, Tyron Sanchez? And I completely agree. I like the way you worded that. I completely agree. Yeah, I bet he never does anything like that again, though. Hunt can be on my team any day. I completely agree. We should utilize Sims like the Chiefs utilize Hill. Oh, yeah, Enrique, I would definitely love to do that. I would love to do I think we should, too. That's definitely agreed. Tyron, I agree, but I am biased, too. Got to answer those unknown questions first, though. Yeah, that is true. But we'll see, though. I mean, with the coaching we have. So I'm a Skins fan, diehard. Oh, yeah, I know Retro. We already know you, but you know what I'm saying. I'm super superstitious when it comes to my Redskins and my Bulldogs. Nothing else in life. Really no other teams. I mean, like, soccer, I'm an Atlanta fan. But DC, I'm Capitals, Nationals. Like, even when I'm watching their games, I'm not that superstitious. But when it comes to my Redskins and my Georgia Bulldogs, boy, bruh. If we won a game and I was eating applesauce that day, best believe I'm eating applesauce that next game. I don't care. If we lose and I was wearing a certain shirt, best believe you won't see that shirt for the rest of the season. So I'm that type of guy. I want to do a gaming, cooking, and like Redskins game reaction when I start YouTube. I'm the best Modern Warfare player in here. Oh, baby Glock, you know that's a lie. Follow me on Twitter, DM me, and I'm gonna have to give you my information and gamer tag and all of that, and we gotta link up because you're not about to come in here talking about you the best Modern Warfare player, and I just highly doubt it. There's no way you better than me, and I don't even try hard like that anymore. I'm not even in my back in early high school, back in Modern Warfare 2 days, 360 quick scoping and all of that. I'm not even on that anymore, but I just still refuse to believe somebody out here is better than me. But yeah, definitely, hey, bro, if you want to do a YouTube channel, I say just do it, bro. I have a gaming channel, but I just don't like to connect it to I won't connect it to this channel. I don't want any people on this channel knowing the exact name. You just happen to stumble upon it, then cool. But I love video games, and I wish I could do a gaming channel, but I just haven't found a niche to really blow up on like that. So if you have the passion and feel like doing it, all the editing and stuff, man, definitely do it. And reaction channels are way less work than pretty much any other channel you can make. So I definitely say go do it. I just was about to start mine. My boy AOVZ, like I was talking about earlier, started his reaction channel, and he's already getting videos with like 56K views and stuff like that. Last time I checked, like a week ago. So I'm about to go ahead and start doing my reactions because I feel like I have like a very unique taste in music. Like I've never met somebody that likes the music I like, especially this is as hard of a critic as me. And has a diverse palette like me, because I listen literally to anything. Like you can name any genre. I listen to Hindi music from India. I listen to all the dancehall, soca. Listen to UK music, whether it's grime or the Afro type music. I listen to the African music, the African rhythm, anything electronic, dance, rap, trap, of course, drill. That Chicago, New York drill with all that Brooklyn stuff with the Chos and the Woos always fighting back and forth. Of course, I'm trap because I'm from Atlanta. West Coast and Detroit's right now my favorite form of rap. So I mean, I listen to everything, bruh. Name it, bro. I listen to theatrical music. Like, I listen to soundtracks, like cinematic stuff. Like my boy Adrian Von Ziegler. If you look him up on YouTube, that type of music. Like where it's just like random. Like he'll make a Celtic song. He'll make an ancient Chinese war song. I listen to everything, bro. So I'm definitely about to do my reaction channel. I'm definitely gonna get that going. I'm gonna promote it on here a little bit, but I don't want to flood y'all with stuff that is anything not football related on here. I'll let y'all know. I'll mention it, but I'm not about to just be sitting here spamming the other channel on this channel. It's something completely separate. Bama fans, the dynasty is over. It will still be good, but everybody has caught up. Been saying it since Deshaun Watson lost because that was the best Bama team all around. It happens to all dynasties. Let them know, Nathaniel. I don't think you might not be a UGA fan, but just for saying that, I gotta throw my UGA shirt up on the camera. You feel me? I gotta straighten it out. Y'all gotta see this clearly. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Recruits coming in. We just might be cursed. Oh, Lord. You think Geis will ever play a full season? He looks like glass. If he learns to get out of bounds, literally all of his injuries have been him fighting for extra yards. I just want him to get out of bounds. Oh, y'all seen I just got my hair done. That's why I super got it wrapped up. I don't want any of Brody's dog hair in my hair. Just got it done. I rock with you, Rico, but I just meant to be rivals. You on Xbox, I got PS4. You a Bulldog on Roll Tide. I'm a Panther, you a Redskin. I'm a Laker. Who's your NBA team? At least we both rock with Dipset. My boy Shake It Bake. Hey, bro, like I said, hit me up on Twitter and DM me. Let me know your YouTube name, especially if it's like different from your Twitter name. And I'm going to link up with y'all on Xbox for real, especially if you got Call of Duty, which is crossplay. But yeah, bro, it just looks like we're just mortal enemies on everything. As far as basketball, I just love Westbrook. But I'm not passionate about basketball. Like, I'll catch a game. I haven't even watched a full Rockets game this season. I just don't care. I'll start watching basketball once football is gone because, I just need something to watch. But for me, I'm like 90% football. I would say like 8% basketball, 2% everything else. So I don't really have a basketball team. I've just been with Westbrook since UCLA when he was on the bench behind Darren Collison. I just saw he was going to be great. I was like, y'all watch, this man's going to be ridiculous. Stuck with him, and then he's just the funniest dude on and off the court. Like, he's the most entertaining player on and off the court. You can't tell me. His three ball is broke, but you can't tell me on and off the court. Interviews, what he be saying to people on the court, the way he's the most entertaining player in the NBA, period. I think he was referring to the dead girl that Monte dropped off at the hospital. Wait, I'm lost. Wait, so that was me that was wrong? I was wrong? No, I'm not a Wizards. I mean, if the Wizards are in the playoffs, I'll root for them, but I don't have an attachment to the Wizards. Especially since, like, the whole Gilbert, Caron Butler, Andre Bloch, that era and stuff. I used to watch it, kind of. But that was the closest I ever got to being a Wizards fan. But even then, it was like, I'll catch a game when I catch it. I don't want to call myself a fan if I don't, like, passionately root for the team like that. My Bulldogs and my Redskins, you can't take that away from me no matter what. They can all lose every game all season. I'm still here. So you think Trent Williams is all we need to fix our offensive line? No, we have to re-sign Trent Williams. We need to re-sign Brandon Sheriff, re-sign Eric Flowers. We might need to draft somebody to compete for center. Maybe Wes Martin can compete at center to take Chase Roulier's job because he's been slipping lately. And I feel like we should try to replace Morgan Moses maybe late in the draft or in free agency. We'll see, though. Anthony Gordon, QB Washington State, could be worth some picks later. Okay, that's interesting. I'll look him up. Wait, so y'all was talking about the dead girl that Monte dropped off at the hospital? Or I super read something wrong. I don't even remember what we talking about. Just know whatever I was talking about Kareem Hunt. Rico, bro, how we looking? I liking the moves. But gotta feel Kevin O'Connell stays and Riddick. I'm after the draft, maybe Meyer president. What's up, Chris Walden? I like that. I prefer Kevin O'Connell. Kevin O'Connell and Pat Shermer are both great for me, offensive coordinators. I prefer Kevin O'Connell. I like Louis Riddick, but I like I'm just not sure. I'm not too sure about Rick Smith now from some stuff I've been hearing. But I like Louis Riddick a lot. Nick Casario is my favorite GM available. I also like Morocco Brown, and the Redskins like him because he used to work here. And Dan Snyder loved him. He just went to go get a better job somewhere else. He might end up coming back to be GM, so we'll see. And then Urban Meyer as president is nice. I like that. Let Urban Meyer run the show. You feel me? I'm down with that. Yeah, bro, that whole situation was sketchy on both sides. You know, that when they was doing hella drugs, she probably just went out. It happens every day around here. She was young. Yeah, that's just one of them. Folks get shot every day, B. People just be partying, get caught up, and do some dumb stuff. She wasn't. It's a shame. I wouldn't be letting people do deadly drugs in my crib, though. Oh, yeah, never. Monte Nicholson was tripping for that, just off top. You're not about to be doing cocaine and some extreme pills in my house. That's a done diddly did one. Hell no, you famous, bro. That's dead. I wonder if he was doing any. He better not have. If he was doing any, he got to go now. That man going to be in the locker room stealing random stuff from people and selling it for drugs. It's going to take us months to figure out who the thief is. Monte Nicholson, crackhead self. But that's if it's actually, you know what I'm saying, if it goes that far. But I doubt it. I don't think he's doing all of that. Hey, maybe I'm late, but I just peeped the 3K salute, bro. Congratulations. Man, appreciate it, bro. You the first person to acknowledge it other than my mom. My mom saw it and came running all the way upstairs yelling, gave me a hug and everything. And I appreciate it, though. I appreciate that. Elsie, he may have been, who knows, who even hangs out with people like that if you're not involved somehow. But coke is the only in the system for like 3 days. I did not know that. That's crazy. Yo, my brother music releases, I gotta send it to you. It's not the typical DMV trap, which I mainly listen to. All right, that's a bet, bro. I love lyrical stuff, bro. Well, I still listen to old school. Probably the music I listen to the most right now too, just to put y'all on. Like it's those YouTube live streams, like Chilled Cow. College Music has one that's called like Vocal Lo-Fi Chill Hop or something like that. I just listen to that like all day. If I'm not listening to like a specific music, that's what's playing in the background of my room, just on the speakers. I'm not even necessarily listening to it, like super focused on it, but that's the music I'm listening to. It's just a bunch of chill instrumentals, lo-fi stuff. I also love the instrumentals like Toro y Moi and Flying Lotus and all of them. My boy Iman Omari. If I'm gonna listen to R&B, I like the old school R&B. I don't really like the new school and stuff like that. Like I love neo soul and old R&B. But the R&B that I listen to now, I guess it's kind of R&B. I don't really consider it R&B. It's like the Iman Omari type people. But yeah, hit me up with the stuff, bro. If he fire, he fire. It's hard for me to listen to trap music if it's not from Atlanta. Because I feel like every region should stick to what they do. Like, I like Cali people rapping on Cali beats. I like Detroit people rapping on Cali, Detroit beats. I really appreciate Louisiana to stick into their sound. New York annoys me when they try to sound like Chicago, when they used to try to sound like Atlanta, and now they sound like the UK. But if you got the bars and the beat is nice enough, I'll still listen to it. But I take points off in my head when you're like on another city's type thing. But if he fire, he fire. I'm gonna definitely rock with him. You know what I'm saying? Because I listen to that New York drill, and even though I don't believe most of the stuff they say in their music, and their style is not New York anymore. The only people that still rap on New York type stuff is Dave East, Casanova, and Young and May. For the most part, I'm not saying everybody, but you know what I'm saying. They're the famous ones that actually still get radio play, even though they have a New York sound, which is hard to find now because everybody want to sound like Atlanta, Chicago, or the UK. You know what I'm saying? But I'm babbling. Let me get back to sports. If he talking this much this time, he might as well stay in school. The Division 2, no, I have it, but I didn't play it this time go around. I played Division 1 like crazy. I was in the dark zone robbing folks for their stuff, bro. We was running up on everybody, 4 deep, taking everything they had, bro. Dark zone on Division 1. I heard Division 2 was really good, but I was busy around the time it came out. It just never caught my eye. I have it. I have the license to it digitally because my game share partner, I believe, bought it. I'm assuming he bought it. For some reason, we had it. I know I didn't buy it. The biggest thing I want to see come next year, hope they give us the first half just to let us down. Yeah, that first half of the season, hope. Mr. Sanchez, bro, that letdown be crazy. What's all the Hunt talk? Bro, it would be nice to bring in Hunt, bro. He'll be a beautiful addition to the running back group, especially if he's cheap. Because I don't think he has off the field issues as bad as everybody thinks. True, yeah, you probably have something to do with it. I compared Chase to Thomas because of his size. They slept on someone like Thomas was. He hasn't played with consistent QB either, but he had a breakout year this season. Okay. You talking about Michael Thomas? Okay. I'll see. I'm going to check out that Chase dude. We still have Big Ross from the Bama to play center. Oh, yeah. I forgot about him. With the funny name, Pierce Barker. Ross Pierschbach. Okay, yeah, let him compete. Appreciate that, Smoke Shams. We need Ryan Pierce. Okay, yeah, we need to see him. Fentanyl killed a lot of MFs, I know. So easy to OD. Yeah, that stuff crazy, bro. I was happening, folks. What's happening, Stizzy? My man said Mo. That DMV lingo is so entertaining to me. DMV and California accent are really like funny to me. Now, I'm a Redskins fan. I was born in Maryland, but you know what I'm saying? From Atlanta, so I say folk and dog and all that stuff. But y'all, that Mo stuff is funny. That Mo stuff is funny to me. I don't know if they're doing it, but it didn't work out for none of them. True, he called them a crack. I love the fact that y'all be talking to each other in here, LC and Smoke Jams and everybody else. I like that. Like I don't have to like be the one carrying. Y'all be doing y'all own thing in here. I'm just sitting here watching y'all. Don't see us signing but 2 or 3 Williams, Flowers, and Sheriff. Yeah, yes. But yeah, I mean, I really hope we bring back all 3 of them. Like, especially because Brandon Sheriff was. I mean, Eric Flowers is our most consistent guard, but don't get it twisted. Brandon Sheriff is still our best guard. And then Trent Williams is just legendary. I mean, we already know he's Hall of Famer. Protect Dwayne Haskins' blind side, please. And our cap space, we have more cap space than I remember us ever having. So this is the time to do it. All these good things going on with the skin, something bad is soon to come. I know it's due. But don't speak that into existence, bro. Don't do that. Hold on. I gotta play the scream again. We need to see what Ryan Pierschbacher looks at center. I agree. Yeah, that's what the lawyers and do 3 days. What's up, Winner? My boy Winner them pulled up again, so you doing fine. Thank you. Go. But that's the only thing I don't really listen to like that. I mean, I will. Like, I vibe to it. If it's on, I'm digging it, but I'm not, like, looking for go-go. When I say the music I listen to, that means I'm actively looking for it at least once a week. You know what I'm saying? I don't really look for go-go. My mom and her generation and my family and all of that, they're super DMV and all of that type of stuff. They love go-go. She tells Alexa, hey, play Chuck Brown and stuff like that. I mean, Chuck Brown and stuff like that. So they're super go-go, and I'll listen to it. I'll dance to it if it's on, but I'm not super duper like go-go type. Like I said, I consider myself from Atlanta. I moved here when I was young, so you know I embrace trap. I came here literally the days Laffy Taffy and them Franchise Boys came out. I came like right before that, so that whole era is what got me stuck. And then we went from that to like the futuristic music with Rich Kids, them Savages, and J Money, J Futuristic, Young LA with the Ain't I, all that type of stuff, and the singing trap that Future gets credit for. I still don't get why. People from Atlanta know Rich Kids, Schoolie, all of them started that. Future just gets most of the credit. Then we transitioned to like Young Thug and them. Of course, you can't forget Gucci Mane and T.I. and the mix of all of that. Shawty Low, and then pretty much we are where we are now. But I listen. This now is the least I listen to trap. I really don't. I listen to New York and West Coast and Detroit more than I listen to trap music. Now I don't even really listen to trap like that. You one of a kind though, bro. Appreciate that, Pitbully. We in here. That dope. How your mom Duke supports you. That's love. Can't lose with that. Appreciate that, man. Hey, bro. Yeah, she go through thick and thin with me, man. She don't play about any of this. She's one of my biggest supporters for this. She's always helping me. Like, when I'm talking to y'all, I'm getting text messages from her telling me to make sure you answer so-and-so's question and stuff like that. Or, like, look this up and talk about this. She's, like, always... Like, I keep comparing her to, like, when Patrick was helping SpongeBob on the driving test. He had the telescope with the headphones. That's pretty much what she's doing. Definitely need another center. Chase Roulier is a backup at best to me. Yeah, Chase Roulier, that first couple of seasons, he was looking good. Since then, I don't know what happened. Do you come watch the games at FedEx? I go 3 times a year. Whenever I can, like if I'm visiting family, because I still have some of my family in Maryland, I will sometimes catch a game. But me personally, I prefer to be at home where I can be comfortable in my recliner. I got Brody with me. Can I angle the camera? There we go. Brody right beside. Brody always laying behind me. If I'm leaning back, Brody's in my lap. He's that type, but he's a cuddle dog. I can eat the food I want. I'm not paying $10 for a hot dog. I'm eating mac and cheese, fried chicken. And then I prefer to watch Redskins here and then 4 of the games here and then a game on my TV, which is normally, since I'm in Atlanta, it's usually going to be a Falcons game on the TV. I have Red Zone and 3 other games here, and then I have my Redskins on my main computer. I prefer to sit down and chill and do that instead of being at a stadium. Stadium experience is cool, but I'm just not that type of person. Like, I don't care about concerts. I don't care about the camaraderie, about being in a crowd, in the vibe and all of that. I never really got in it. I just don't feel it. I don't know why. I don't hate it. It just doesn't move me. You know what I'm saying? So I prefer to be at home. And then the best part of me being at home is I'm talking to my boys on Xbox. And like I said, we got Colts, Steelers, Bears, 49ers, Rams, Cowboys, bunch of Falcons. And we're on Xbox every day, all day. And when it's football time, you know the trash talk is crazy. So I prefer to be talking to them than to be like at a stadium. Stadium experience is cool. I'd be more likely to go to the game if it was like Mercedes-Benz down the street from me. Who should the Redskins take 3 round? I'm thinking Will Freeze, Penn State. Watch them in the Penn State's highlight, 71. All right, slow cat. Let me write that down. Will Freeze. I'm writing all these down. Y'all keep, you keep putting me on. I'm gonna keep writing all these people down. Chase R has been underwhelming. What's up, Jimbo? Shake and bake. If it ain't from the 90s, it ain't R&B. Auto-tune is not singing. Yeah, see, I like the TLC days and the Dave Hollister, Music Soul Child, and all of them. And Ronell Jones, Craig David, all of them type of people. The R&B now, it just kind of all sounds the same after a while to me. So, like, the only thing I listen to that's kind of R&B, I listen to Neo Soul and, like, the electronic, vibing Neo Soul type of R&B. Like, Iman Omari, if you don't know who that is, that's like, he's the poster child of what I'm talking about. Just look up Iman Omari Energy. Stuff like that. Them Cali people that just be vibing and stuff, I listen to their stuff. And sometimes New Yorkers do a lot of kind of Neo Soul type of stuff, too. I check that out. Hey, Slim, Tua was wearing a shirt with sunflowers on it. My starting QB can't dress like that. I feel you on that, Smoke Jam. That buddy tripping. Phone them tripping. I don't know why he do that. But you got Hood Rich sounding like DMV. I keep hearing that. I keep hearing that that's the DMV flow. And at the end of the day, y'all can have it because Atlanta does not claim that, man. We just don't care about him. Nobody's going around Atlanta like you heard that new Hood Rich. We don't. And then anyway, I'm from Southwest. I'm from the West Side. That's T.I., Bankhead, Shawty Low, Fulton Industrial, West End, Lil Baby, even South Side kinda. Zone 3, Zone 4, all of that stuff. That Hood Rich Pablo Juan is East Side, and I like Gucci, I like 21, I like Future, but that's all East Side stuff. That's different. You know what I'm saying? South Side is Young Thug and Bloody J and all of them. Young Dro's kind of from the South and the West Side. You know what I'm saying? I'm in tune with all of them. That East Side stuff is, and then even then, Hood Rich Pablo Juan be getting robbed from his chain and his glasses and just getting robbed and all kinds of stuff in Atlanta, in other places. Atlanta don't really claim him no more like that. I don't listen to him anyway. But either way it go, y'all, I don't really like that delayed flow. So that's super, y'all got it. But then again, at the end of the day, unless you're really good, I'm not listening to somebody outside of Atlanta make trap music. It's just my thing. I'm not listening to somebody outside of Vallejo or Oakland, the Bay, San Francisco, or LA making West Coast music. I'm not listening to somebody outside of Detroit making Detroit music. I'm not really, unless somebody's really good, I'm not listening to somebody rapping on a Louisiana beat unless they from Louisiana, Baton Rouge, New Orleans. You know what I'm saying? I hate when Florida people do that. Florida people have their own sound. I hate when they get on the Louisiana sound. I mean, I know they're kind of close. I mean, because even Buddy from Savannah, that be with Young Boy, that's actually pretty fire. I see his face. I can't think of his name. He from Savannah, Georgia. Most of his music sound like Louisiana. Now, he'll have the occasional song where he got bars, and I'll like it, but you know what I'm saying? I'm just not about to listen to people that don't. I'm super old school thinking when it comes to that. I want New Yorkers to rap on boom bap, or you can rap on that newer stuff that sounds like Casanova, Young Man, Dave East, where it's New York, but it's not necessarily Wu-Tang. You know what I'm saying? Or otherwise, I want you on a Big L or a Dipset type beat if you from New York. I don't want to hear you singing like Lil TJ. And Lil TJ's fine, but I'm not about to sit there and listen to or a good example, Roddy Ricch. That man is from Compton. I'm not about to listen to him rap like Young Thug. I can't do it. I'm just not that type of person. I don't care. You got to be really, really good for me to, let you cross regions like that. But I'm sorry. I'm really passionate about music. That's why I'm super going to do my music reaction channel because I can go on for days about music. Bryce Love is going to be nasty in my opinion. Oh, yeah, Bryce Love is going to be crazy. Don't even worry about it, Chris Walden. I agree whenever. Bryce Love, like I said, he's not injury prone. He just had a freak accident towards ACL last game of the season right before the draft. We gave him a year to recover. He probably didn't even need that year, so I'm expecting him to come back going stupid this coming season. Trent doesn't come back, the draft is ruined in my opinion. I don't even want them thinking about tackle this year. I agree, Smoke Shams. Get Chase Young, bring back Trent so we don't have to worry about tackle. I do not want us drafting tackle unless it's way late in the draft. We said it last time, Bryce Love going to be great every down back, no cap, bro. I know a great running back when I see one. Yep, yes, sir. Let him know, LC. Hope you apply for that fan side job. I think you can pull it off. Man, appreciate that, Steve-O. Appreciate you sending me that. I'm applying for that as soon as I get off this stream, which I'm about to do. I'm going to stream till 2 at the latest. First of all, I'm starving, so I got to eat. Second of all, I got to get my cousin from school. But I'm applying for that job as soon as I sit down. Because like I said, I've been up since 6:30, and I literally didn't sit down to this stream. I was doing dishes, washing clothes, driving, had to go do stuff. I got to take some stuff to UPS. I've been doing all kinds of stuff. So once I finally sit down, bro, Steve-O, I got you, bro. I appreciate that. Yeah, our cap space is crazy. We need to start our own 106 to 7 is still the job. Hey, man, if I can put y'all on, because a lot of y'all are smart. If I get on, we get on. You know what I'm saying? Hell, I'm from DC, and I barely like go-go. Yeah, I think go-go is like a generational thing at this point. My mom said even people younger than her don't really listen to it. She loves it because she grew up when go-go band's still a thing, Chuck Brown and all that, but she don't. Yeah, it's like a generational thing. I want to see Chris Thompson to look like he did 2 years ago this year. I would love it, but I think we might not even end up keeping Chris Thompson. Y'all got the feds all up in the crib with Alexa. I mean, we don't be talking about nothing like that inside the house. I don't care. I don't care if they spying on me. They can listen to what I'm not doing nothing. I'm not doing anything illegal like that. Yeah, Alexa got it. If I'm going to talk about stuff like that, that's not at home anyway. So Alexa got it. I have an Alexa and 4 plugs around here. I tell Alexa turn off that plug, that plug, that plug. I'm chilling. My house futuristic. I don't have nothing to hide. We can sign all 3 after getting, because I mean, it's Georgia. Any gun is illegal. I can have an AK as long as I get it registered. So, well, the only thing bad I can really do is kill somebody or sell drugs, and I ain't doing that. So, if I do kill somebody, that's self-defense, you know what I'm saying? Georgia stands your ground law crazy. Georgia and Florida and Texas, y'all, I hope people not from Georgia, Florida, and Texas know that everybody got guns down here. So that's not illegal. That's nothing Alexa even cares about. We can sign all 3 after getting Norman Reed, possibly Kerrigan, P. Richardson, Morgan Moses, and figure out Alex Smith. Yes, Herb, we got to get them contracts off. I'm going to super talk about that in my free agency video. Who we should keep, who we should release, who we should trade away, and who we should go get in free agency. Chris Thompson needs some PDs or something. Get that man some HGH. He out of here. Bruh, I really feel sorry for Chris Thompson. I really like him, but yeah, it looks like this might be the end of the road for him being a Redskin. What about Cowboys trolling the Eagles by announcing Garrett firing during their postseason game? I didn't even think about that. That's pretty funny. I'm about that bar pornography more than Mumble. Yeah. I mean, Mumble cool as long as you do it creatively, because I feel like people like Young Thug do it creatively enough to where I can rock with it, especially if the beat's good enough. But I'm definitely more bars. Like, I'm heavy into battle rap. And even people like French Montana, Wiz Khalifa used to be some of my favorite rappers because they used to have bars. If you go listen to Prince of the City, Wiz Khalifa literally probably would have been the best rapper in Dipset. Like, his bars are crazy. It would have literally been him or J.R. Ryder, honestly. Like, no troll. Him. And then French Montana, back in the day, before he really started getting up with Max B, his bars were crazy. Now, French Montana, I know. Some of y'all are thinking, like, bro, French Montana is trash. And now he is. But back, like, way back French Montana, Hungry French Montana was bars. I love bars. I mean, the beat can be cool, but I like bars. That's why I like Cali and Detroit so much, too, because they'll have a nice beat. And their beats kind of sound the same after a while, but a lot of them have bars, you know what I'm saying? I love bars. That's why I love New York, too. Even though I don't really, believe New Yorkers when they talking all that drill stuff. Some of them probably are, but, you know what I'm saying? For the most part, New York is one of the safest cities out here, in my opinion. So, even though it's hard for me to believe what they're talking about, but they be having bars, man. The New York drill dude, 22G, Chef G, all of them. That boy Molly G just got beat down on camera, though, so it's hard for me to listen to him, take them seriously. But all of them boys, bruh, on both sides, Woos and Chos, all them Brooklyn dudes, you know what I'm saying? I listen to all of that because they bars be crazy. Fitting to get drunk. Yo, the Cowgirl fan. We whooped them at our home game. Let them know, LC. Be as loud and obnoxious as you can be. I went to the Skins game against the Giants at home. Oh, I know that experience was crazy. Hey, I know who got that red zone hookup for the low. I paid $20. I've been watching cable for a year now, and it's mobile, so it goes where I go. Oh, Smoke Shams, I'm gonna have to hit you up. I'm gonna have to hit you up for that, man. You got somebody giving away Game Zone for the low. Is it just Red Zone though, or is it all the games? Because I need all the games. But Red Zone do go crazy though. I almost did, but I had something to do. I probably get jumped and outnumbered even at the home game. Oh yeah, this year the home game you would have gotten jumped. You would have been outnumbered. What's your take on this war stuff? I don't know, bruh. I'm laughing at the memes, but I don't know. I haven't done heavy research. I don't really like to talk about stuff I haven't done full research on. Like not just looking at these videos and memes and keeping up to date with stuff. I'm one of them people that gotta really go to look at articles and like 30-page write-ups and what's it called? What's the things called? You got dissertations. I'm like one of them people that I'm either 100 or 0. And right now on that, I'm kind of 0. I've seen the memes and I laugh, but I'm either super research or don't think about it at all. Right now, I'm not thinking about it. But if I'll take the time to do some research and really go dive into it, I'll let you know. Ravens versus Skins is a must-go game. That game will be entertaining. Yeah, I hope that game's later in the year so we're better. And that game will get more ratings and more respect and more hype to it. Hopefully that's not a beginning of the year game because they're just going to assume the Ravens will wash us or whatever, even though it might not be the case. And that'll just end up being some random 1 p.m. Sunday game that people don't care about. We'll care, us being DMV fans and stuff, but I want it to be a big national television. They switch it from a 1 p.m. game to an 8 p.m. game because both teams are great type thing. So that's got to be later. You know who Swipey is? Oh, yeah, I know Swipey. Talking about boy from D.C. that died, that got shot. I liked him. I liked him a lot. He was creative. He was different. I like different. When in doubt, even if you don't have bars or nothing, be different. I definitely cater to different. And Swipey had a different vibe, personality, the way he rapped. Because that Kick It song was fire. That whoa, whatever he had going. I liked a few of his songs. I liked Swipey. Yeah, I felt sorry when bro died. I felt sorry when Swipey died. Oh, I'm super behind on things. So I'm way behind. Swipey and Shabazz. I don't listen to Shabazz. Cutiful. My daughter listens to that stuff. Moved from Maryland down to the Swats. Lived in East Point 10 years. What's up, Media Truth? So you know what I'm talking about. You over here. You know what Zone 3 is like. But you from Maryland at the same time. So you pretty much like me. I born in PG Hospital, lived in Largo, lived in Mitchellville, but I was at Palmer Park a lot when I was little. And then I moved to Southwest Atlanta, Fulton Industrial, Camp Creek, Zone 4, East Point, Zone 3, all of that type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Miss Swipey. Yeah, I know I'm behind on comments. I'm just now getting to Miss Swipey. We still need T. Morgan Moses still need tackle. Morgan Moses need replacement him this year. Need to replace him this year. I agree. I would like to address that later in the draft for free agency, though, not high in the draft. Chase Young, and then, these wide receiver group is deep. You know what I'm saying? However we figure it out. My barber cut Chuck Brown's hair. Oh, that's fine. What's up, Vincent Parker? That's fine. That's a dope story, for real. RP to that man. And RP Swipey. I like Swipey. Like I said, I haven't been, tapped in with Maryland like that because, I'm from Atlanta. I was born in Maryland, you know what I'm saying? I was there when I was little, but Swipey caught my ear and I paid attention to him. I don't really listen to, DMV rappers like that, but Swipey was my boy. Of course I listen to Wale, but that's easy. I don't like Shy Glizzy. I don't like him. Because like I said, it's hard for me to listen to people that are literally straight Atlanta. You got to do something different. Swipey has something a little different to him. And like Shabazz, like you said, how they do that flow that's delayed, that Hood Rich Pablo Juan gets credit for, even though I don't like it, so I don't want us to claim it. At least that's something different. I can respect it. I don't like it, but I respect it. Guys love AP. You think Chris Thompson is gone? Yeah, I don't think Chris Thompson is gonna make it. And I think Bryce Love will be groomed to be his replacement. Because Bryce Love is an in between the tackles type of running back. Don't get me wrong. He's really fast, and he can probably learn the pass catch, but he's not a Chris Thompson type. He is an in between the tackles, extreme vision, very quick, very fast type of running back. Like he's a first and second down running back. But I feel like with his speed and his potential to pass catch, he can become a third down back. We need another running back, yeah. Bring in Kareem Hunt. What do you think about Redskins building a new stadium in Virginia? Do you even care? I don't really go to the games that much anyway. Like I said, I'm in Atlanta, and when I leave Atlanta, I'm going back to New York because that's my favorite city to live in. So it won't really affect me that much anyway. Either way, if I go to a game, I'm going to have to fly there anyway. I'm not driving. I'm not taking a bus. Not taking the Greyhound or the Megabus there like I've done before. Those rides are not fun unless you're with friends. So it really wouldn't affect me, but I know most people prefer for it to be in D.C. So I guess I'm rooting for D.C., but I don't really have a hand in that fight. And Guy's supposed to be AP replacement, but he ain't healthy. He ain't been healthy. I really hope Guy stays healthy. He's my favorite. He's one of my favorite players potential-wise on this team. And the entire NFC East is a mystery next year. We don't know who's going to be coming out, to be honest. I'm talking about that in my video because nobody has won the NFC East 2 straight years since the Eagles did it when? Like 2000-something. Like 14 or 2000. I can't remember. I'm getting my stats mixed up. That's one of the things I'm going to talk about in the I'm going to do why the NFC East is going to be the best division to watch next year. That's a video I'm working on. That's later. That's late January, early February. I would like Guice Hunt Love. I would love that. And then, I think we're going to still keep AP involved, too, because he's the most dependable. In reality, none of our running backs are even a lock to make the team. AP is old. Guice and Love are both question marks. I F with Love, though. But I love the potential of Love. And I ain't even mean to make it sound like that. I would love Hunt. Guarantee we get him for cheap, too, because he just won a shot. I agree. Yes, please. What happens if Dwayne has a bad season? If he looks like really bad, like there's no hope, I'm pretty sure we might go quarterback because Ron Rivera is not obligated to stay attached to Dwayne Haskins. And first of all, what's up, AGM Productions? Shake and Bake. Cushion Orange Juice is Wiz's best work. See, a lot of people say that, and it's definitely one of my top 3. But why are people sleeping on Star Power so much? I love Star Power. I also love the Prince of the Cities. But yeah, Star Power is one of my favorite ones, and the one with it's a bunch of pictures of him. It's the one where he remixed the Beyonce song "If I Was a Lame." What's that mixtape? I love that mixtape too. That's one of my top 5. Star Power and that mixtape is top 5 for Wiz Khalifa. But yeah, a Cushion Orange Juice of course is up there. But I feel like everybody's so sleep on Star Power and the one I'm talking about, where it's a bunch of pictures of him, and If I Were a Lame on it, and a few other songs I really love. I love them mixtapes. But Prince of the Cities, when he got the bars, bro, y'all can't tell me that Wiz Khalifa went crazy. Yo, Dan, if you're watching, get Hunt. Let them know, LC. Yell it, bro. Say it louder for the folks in the back. Big facts of the season, Chubb had Hunt not getting a shot in Cleveland. Dwayne had a bet. I think I'm really far behind on comments. I'm not sure, though. Hope not. Hello, who else we can all agree to sign? Good question. Have you heard of this dude, Corporate from Chicago? No, he must not be because everybody from Chicago I know is tapped in, really out here doing what they talking about. Is Corporate like a lyricist type of guy? Because I'm tapped in, the people I listen to are the people that's rapping what they living type stuff, and got bars of course too. But you know what I'm saying, I'm super I kind of lost track the past 2-3 years what's going on with Chicago. I'm not as heavy listening to it like I used to be. Because at first I used to know what was going on. I lived there. I was super into Chicago drill. I know who was with who, all of that type of stuff. I was super into it. I knew all the signs and everything, but bro, you would have sworn I was from Chicago. But I haven't kept up, so I don't know who Corporate is. Yo, don't forget to let them know, LC. Then RP Swipey came to my homecoming. Yeah, I like Swipey, bro. I liked him. I don't even really listen to I don't think anybody from DMV listens to Wale Respect, though. Y'all don't listen to Wale like that? That's funny. That's crazy. Because, bruh, Atlanta loves Atlanta. You can't tell nobody from Atlanta about T.I. Can't tell nobody from Atlanta about Gucci. We listen to everybody, bruh. Even the young guns. Gunna, Lil Baby, Black, all of them. Nah, we do not. I don't know about the rest of Atlanta, but I know me and my folks, we do not rock with Playboy Cardi. I don't know what's going on with that. We do not rock with Hood Rich Pablo Juan. We rock with 21. Young Joe's very slept on. We super rock with him. I'm surprised. I didn't know, DC didn't listen to Wale like that. I didn't know that, bro. Atlanta super support ours, bro. It don't matter what's going on. We holding them down. Shit, we be bumping DC Young Fly mixtapes, bro. We support everybody. We don't care who it is. Saw Baby, anybody, bro. Everybody, you know what I'm saying. Well, I guess if you like Main Street stuff a lot, my sister likes Wale. I haven't listened to a Wale mixtape in years, but I'm just saying I support him. If he comes out with a song, I'll listen to it, but I haven't gone to listen to a mixtape. That's crazy to me though. That y'all don't support. Y'all don't listen to Wale like that though. Wide receiver, I really want Ryan R. Anderson from the Jets. Robbie Anderson. I would love Robbie Anderson, but I think he's asking for a lot of money, and he said he wants to play for a Super Bowl contender now. So he might charge us more just because we're not an immediate Super Bowl contender. But you never know. But my dad met Doc Walker at church. He was singing. And he walked up to my dad, hugged him, told him to keep on singing, spreading the spirit. He told him the Skins are going to do damage this year. Okay, winner. I like that. As long as the stadium has DC Metro access, I'm good with it. Yeah, I guess it would make more sense to have a DC somewhere where you can get to it with the Metro. Our version of Metro is called Martyr down here in Atlanta. It's terrible. Don't ever take it. It's terrible. It's a plus sign. That's it. It don't go nowhere. It doesn't go anywhere. Like, if I wanted to ride Martyr right now, I would have to drive to the station or drive to a bus to get to the train. At that point, I might as well just drive to where I'm going. It's terrible. I was saying the same thing, Herb. He's underrated. I don't like the new Herb, like this G Herbo Herb. He doesn't spit bars like the way I like. I preferred, like, older, like when he was still in Chicago, Lil Herb. That's when he was really, really spitting. Because whatever that freestyle he had that everybody was hyping up, that some Mara some in America, that was so average to me. I do not like this Lil Herb. What do y'all think about Ngakoue from the Jags? He went to UMD, so it's another homecoming. Too expensive? I think he might be too expensive, and I feel like we're good. If anything, we don't really need defensive line. If we somehow get him on a cheap contract, that would be heaven on earth. I'm saying that would be fine. But I doubt it. I think he's asking for the whole bankroll, and I don't think I don't want to give that to him. Even though he is great, then Ngakoue is that dude. You know what I'm saying? We need to bring Kendall Fuller back. I agree. You think DJ Swearinger would come back? Actually, I would kind of like bringing back DJ Swearinger. Honestly, might not be like the popular opinion, but I would like him with this new culture. Ron Rivera would love him. I think, and I know for a fact he would love Ron Rivera. We can look into that. Yeah, I think we agree on Fuller. DJ back would be dope. Sign kind of Fuller. Yeah, I think Fuller back with no problems. His DB coach is gone, knowing that's who had him. Hearing Ron Rivera has interest in bringing Panthers chief negotiator and head of analytics Rob Rogers. Point given all the Carolina staff already headed to Washington, replacing Skins executive Eric Schaefer. Yeah, Eric Schaefer is already gone as of May. We already know that. All of those Virginia Tech DBs we had fell apart after the DB coach left, Torian Gray. Yeah, that was sad because Virginia Tech is a very underrated DBU. Because, you got Florida, Ohio State, LSU, you know what I'm saying? But Virginia Tech is definitely right up there with them. And it sucks that we drafted all of them guys. Was it Greg Stroman, Kendall Fuller, and all that potential, as soon as they didn't have Torian Gray, just dark. He I think is a lyricist. Check his YouTube. Like you said, Washington Panthers. Basically, we are Washington Panthers. All right, so let me look up corporate with a K. I'm gonna look them up. Let me type them in I'll look them up after I get off the stream. Like I said, I'm about to end the stream soon. I appreciate everybody that came out, bro. Y'all some real ones. Y'all really some real ones, bro. Oh yeah, Adonis Alexander. Oh, I forgot about that. But y'all, I'm about to end the stream soon. Y'all, I appreciate everybody pulling up. Y'all made this stream so live. Thank you. I didn't think I was going to get this many views from Tua. I mean, everybody came in with the Tua. That was when we had the most views, when I was like live streaming him actually doing the press conference. But so many of y'all stayed after that, and I really appreciate it. Great conversations. Very thought-provoking comments. Y'all gave me a lot of stuff to look up. Y'all gave me a lot of players, even a couple of artists to look up. The Washington Panthers, Ohio State, Bama boys. Basically, we about to be Ohio State, Panthers, and Alabama. With as good as Clemson is, we need to start getting some of them too. They building winners over there. And then we definitely, you know what I'm saying? I ain't even got to say too much. I just got to put up the shirt. You feel me? You got to put up. We got to start drafting from here soon, too. In about 2 years, drafting from here, stop playing with us, bro. And the Redskins going to be all right, man. I like DJ, but he and Landon Collins aren't playing the same. Bro, yeah, it'll be DJ off the bench, basically, because we already have Landon Collins. Positioner has the same style. Yeah. With Landon Collins, DJ's off the bench, but if DJ's willing to come here for cheap, him off the bench is great. I like DJ and wouldn't mind having him. Yeah, exactly, bro. DJ Swearinger is a new one. That's the first time I've seen that in one of these live streams. I like that. I would definitely like to have DJ Swearinger, but again, he better be asking for cheap money because he's going to be coming off the bench. And yes, sir, Dane, that boy Tua declared he is going into the draft. But all right, y'all. Thank y'all for pulling up to the stream. Much appreciated. Shouts out to everybody that pulled up. I'm starving. Like I said, I've been up since 6:30. Literally didn't sit down until I started live streaming. So I haven't even ate yet. And y'all been keeping me so busy. This is my first cup of applesauce. I still have a whole nother cup of applesauce I haven't eaten. I haven't even moved the cheddar ruffles. I'm probably just going to go ahead and save them for later and heat up some real food. But, yeah, y'all kept me busy, man. That's how I love it. So, man, appreciate everybody that pulled up. Please make sure y'all... Wait, DB Rad6 said he donated. Where'd you donate to, CashApp? Because I want to make sure I shout you out before, I leave. Did you do PayPal or CashApp? Let me check. Because it says donated. But I don't know where you did it at. Let me check. Whoa, that is the biggest donation I've ever gotten at once. Nah, you gotta be trolling, bruh. You gotta be trolling. DB, nah, you can't be, bruh. It can't be like that, bruh. DB, Radsick. Nah, it can't be like that, bruh. Bruh, my boy DB just donated. What was that? That's the biggest donation I've ever gotten at once, by far. My boy, what's his face? And I'm gonna definitely sending him some merchandise. My boy from a few streams ago. Can't believe his slipping my mind right now. Hold on, let me go look. Whoa. My boy Ryan Dale stayed donating. You know what I'm saying? He goes crazy. He donates like $20 several times in one stream. And this man, David Radsick, just donated $138.96. That's such a random number. But, man, I am super appreciative, bruh. I'm about to go, bruh, for real. I'm really about to go get this laptop, and these streams are about to be so high quality. Bruh, this laptop's about to go crazy. Even after I get the laptop, I still need donations, though. Because, if I'm really close to having to pick up something to make some money other than YouTube, because gotta pay the bills, bruh, and it's gonna suck too, because I won't have as much time to live stream and make videos. So I'm trying to get this YouTube thing jumping off ASAP before I have to go and do something full time and won't be able to do videos and stuff like that. So these type of donations, these big ones, bro, they go a long way. Y'all don't understand, bro. I get to go crazy on these videos because of donations and stuff. I'm gonna get the laptop. The stream's gonna be higher quality. And the donations after that is just going to contribute to me having to spend less time, making money some way else. So man, that is crazy. $138, that is crazy, bro. That is crazy, man. Appreciate that, everybody that donates a lot, bro, I'm sending y'all merchandise for real. I'm coming out with like a RicoScores. I'm not going to say clothing line, but it's going to be like merchandise. I'll call it clothing line. I'm going to sound real official on y'all, you feel me? But it's going to be like shirts and everything. The shirts are going to be funny. They're going to be fire. All of that. It's going to be Redskins stuff. Y'all will see, though. But everybody that donates a lot, I'm just going to have to send y'all some stuff immediately. Y'all do not have to pay for merchandise. And then as far as, and then everybody else, I'm going to eventually be getting my merchandise up. And I'm going to put the Teesprings link in the description. I'm going to promote it and everything so y'all will know. And then I want to do the thing where y'all can pay monthly if you want to. You know what I'm saying? I'm definitely not going to force y'all to do it. But I'm going to try to come out with some unique content that's only accessible to the people that pay the monthly fee on Patreon. That's the name of the website. I'll probably do film sessions and stuff in there. And so people that want to pay monthly in there, you'll get different benefits depending on how much you're paying a month and stuff. So I'm working on a whole bunch of stuff. This off season is about to be crazy. Because like I said, bro, the more money I make through here, the more time I get to spend getting videos and live streams to y'all. Because if I have to pick up a full-time job, something like this live stream at 1 p.m. wouldn't be happening. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just trying to, I'm trying to go crazy. But yeah, man, much appreciated, DB Radsick. And yeah, we will see. Okay, talk to you. All right, winner, LKLC. My boy Herb. DJ's available. Yeah, DJ I think is available, Herb. I think. I'm not exactly sure, though. Smoke Shams. All right, catch you later, bro. Next time, easy money. When you streaming again, let me schedule something right now. Okay, so I'm going to say at the latest, on Friday, that's when I'm going to do the live stream where we all go through the first round and pick who we're going to pick together. I'm going to have the players available. I'm going to have whose pick it is now. We're going to do a mock draft together as a team. Oh, and first of all, before everybody leave, make sure you like the stream before you leave or dislike it. Anything is better than not doing anything at all. Of course, I prefer to like, but I prefer for you to dislike it than not press anything. And if you haven't, please subscribe. Goes a long way. Like I said, I'm going to be at y'all next this offseason. It's by the way, Wade Phillips has been fired as the defensive coordinator for the Rams. He might go back to the Cowboys. That's crazy. That's interesting. But all right, y'all. Thank y'all for pulling up. First time when oh man, appreciate that, DB. You must be making some real. You're a real one, bruh. Like I said, anybody that's donated a lot of money, I'm going to be getting y'all merchandise. Like it's on the house. Technically, y'all paid for it. Catch y'all with y'all Redskins Nation. All right, Herb. All right, LC. All right, Smoke Shams. All right, LC again. All right, man. Appreciate that, baby Glock. All right, y'all. Man, that 138 is crazy, man. I'm out, bro. You can't top that. I'll catch y'all later. And again, that live stream, there's definitely a live stream Friday. If something big happens, I'm going to do an impromptu live stream. But I have one scheduled for Friday evening. All right, so watch out for that. I'll update y'all on that more in a video that some of the videos I come out with throughout this week or whatever. But, man, that 138 is crazy, man. All right, I'll catch y'all later, bro.